All right. What song should I get on? Fragments of Sorrow. And also, do you hear the music? Well, I can't hear it in my headphones. Yeah, all right. Yeah, on the stream. Now I can hear it because, well, only the stream was able to hear it.
Like on the stream?
Yep, I can hear the music.
Oh, and believe it or not, my mom's here too. So my mom's watching us. So, all right. And
oh wow, hi.
let's see. I'd say we should be good to go.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Let's switch over. Oh, wait a minute. I'm just realizing now this is the wrong layout. I connected my phone, and this is the wrong layout. Oh no, never mind. I see it right here. I think this is it. Let me see. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow, we got a good. I'm seeing a good big audience right here. Like I'm seeing.
Okay.
Yeah, we're attracting a pretty big audience. Oh, or for a nice average sized audience.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, that's it's wild, man. All right then. And also make sure I'm gonna lower the music just a little bit, so it's just playing faintly in the background. Let me know what the music is. Because we just low enough so it's just faintly in the background.
Let's see.
All right, I'd say I'll put it right about here.
Looking at it through my phone, so maybe somebody with headphones can check.
Right. Yeah, just so it's playing faintly in the background, just some background noise.
Fine. I hear it.
Yeah. Let's position the and Spotify, and there we go. All right then, and we are here. What is good? Welcome, fellow Kingdom Hearts fans. We are here. The Keys of Destiny have made their debut. We are the Keys of Destiny. Like me and I'm here with three very special guests, very good friends of mine, for our very first podcast. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Like, so yeah, apologize for the slight delay in things. It's our first stream, so please cut us some slack, all right? But yeah, so before we get into the discussion of today's stream, our very first podcast, I'm gonna go have everyone introduce themselves, and we're gonna go around clockwise order, and so, well, clockwise order on the panel, just so you know. So this is me, then Khalid, then Aethel Sarlex, and we'll have everyone introduce themselves and we can move along. Excuse me. All right, so I am GamerNate X. Nate, otherwise known as GamerNate X. So how are you all doing today? I love love Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts as well as all things Nintendo, Pokemon, Zelda, all of the above. And I am hyped to be here. I am so hyped and glad we could all be here today. All right.
What is up, everyone? This is Khalib, otherwise known as Caleb. I don't know if anybody watches me from this channel, but yeah, I'm in the same boat. Kingdom Hearts is like one of my biggest, I guess, like passions, or that stuff that I like to do with Kingdom Hearts. Just in general, right now I'm playing all the games on critical or like the hardest difficulty on my channel, so I'm getting used to the games, all that kind of stuff. I'm also a big Nintendo, Pokemon, kind of, it's very bright, you can't see it, but Pokemon, you know, that kind of stuff. So, that's me.
Alrighty, how's it going, chat? My name is Athel, or just Athel. I haven't decided which one I want to go by yet exactly. I'm kind of like an aspiring content creator in general, but I'm mainly like a jack of all trades. I do a lot of Minecraft stuff usually. But I'm also just like a really big fan of Kingdom Hearts, to the point where like I kind of have like a little story based off it as well. And you know, I'm also just glad to be here as well. I mean, I've been, I guess, sort of dragged into this fandom, and it's just been like a wild ride. And I'm, I guess, just overall happy to just be here on this podcast and just discuss like everything that's here.
All right, and I'm Starlux. My name is based on the Starlight Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts. I've been a Kingdom Hearts fan basically my entire life. My first game I ever owned was Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories on the Game Boy Advance. Kingdom Hearts means a lot to me, gotten me through a lot. I consider Sora like, you know,
all right then. Yeah, glad to, again, I've said this before the stream started, I'm glad you three were able to tune in. I'm glad to have you guys here to talk all things Kingdom Hearts, and definitely again glad you could make it. And as an added bonus, let me see, hang on. Yep, there we go.
You like what you like, so play it all uninterrupted. Listen to music ad-free and offline.
Yep.
Spotify Premium.
And, yep. I will provide the links for their channels, their Twitch and YouTube channels.
There it is.
In the chat, so definitely consider subscribing to them. They make great content. You know, like yeah, like Caleb said, playing Kingdom Hearts hardest difficulty, Dream Drop Distance here, right? You're just finishing Dream Drop Distance.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, your favorite Kingdom Hearts game, by the way. Well, from what you said, from what you.
Last part.
Yep. Yeah, but.
Oh yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. I have to say, like I'll explain. Like, I grew up with, so I guess the background. My sister had Kingdom Hearts 1 on the PS2, so I played up to like Deep Jungle or something, and then it got too hard or confusing, and then we left. But eventually, I ended up getting Dream Drop Distance, because I saw, like, I was kind of not like huge into Kingdom Hearts back then, but then I saw that it was available at like a GameStop on like while traveling. So I bought it, and then I started playing it, and I just love how it plays personally. And then, I mean, this is story-wise, but I don't know, I wasn't confused. Like, I understood what they were trying to say, what they were going through or whatever, and I was like, all right, cool. So I got with the series after that point. So yeah,
That's interesting. You don't see a lot of people.
Yeah,
Dream Drop Distance.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, I just like
Yeah,
the,
I would
like
say
going between
that's
two characters,
the
and
beauty
then
of
I
Dream
guess
Drop.
maybe with the
That's
Dream Eaters, it's like a
yeah,
whole other
I could
thing
say the same
because
thing.
Pokemon, but
Yeah, yet all the Kingdom Hearts games at the end of the day are great. Like for me and Starlux, our favorite is Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah, we gotta give it to Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah, like come on, like, and a lot of people do. Like a lot of people say it's the GOAT, and we firmly believe that it's the best. Like I will say, I know some people are a little
Yeah.
well iffy about, let's say, Sora's outfit, like as one of the criteria, but like, or critiques or whatnot. I will say I like Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora, like, and or even all three of them, Sora, Riku, Kairi, all three of them in Kingdom Hearts 1. Like Cage 1 Sora, Cage 2 Riku, Cage 3 Kairi. I like those, are like my favorites, but I love all three of their Kingdom Hearts 1 designs because come on, it's the first game, it's the OG, so like nothing can beat that. Like, like maybe not even Kingdom Hearts 4. Like Kingdom Hearts 4 Sora looks so cool, but maybe not even Cage 4 Sora could beat Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora. Because I mean, come on. Yeah, exactly. And let me say that, and that's another thing. That is the version of Sora on his own amiibo coming out next year, February 2024. I hope I can get my hands on it. Yeah, the 16th. I think this. Yeah, I think it was the 16th. Yeah, I'm looking on pre-orders right now, and yeah, sold out of stock pre-orders.
Yeah, I said the 15th. Oh, yeah, okay, so I saw that it was up for pre-orders on GameStop, and I was like, okay, let me buy
Oh,
two.
man.
Let me pre-order two, and I was like, wait, I had past experience where I ordered a Sephiroth amiibo, and they just lost it or something, and I've never been able to get a refund or whatever. So ever since then, I haven't really like bought anything from GameStop. So I saw that it went up on Target, so I canceled the GameStop one and ordered on Target quickly, two of them. So February 16th. I kind of predicted that. I was like, yo, guys, I put on Twitter, I was like, guys,
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, get your
Yeah,
significant other
good
Sora
one.
amiibo to unlock their heart or something for Valentine's. As a joke. As a joke. And then they said at the same time my birthday's on the 15th.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was like, maybe they could put it on the 15th, but it's like, no, it makes sense that they put it on the Friday because it's the end of the week. They
Oh
usually put
yeah,
it out on Friday,
yeah,
so
exactly.
it makes sense.
Can hopefully I can get my hands on one because I've not been getting amiibos in a long time, so it'll be the first amiibo in forever. Like the last one I got was a gift from my nephews. Like they gifted me this here. They gave me this. Yeah, well, maybe, but nah. I wish. Nah. Yeah, I gotta get back to this game at some point. Man, I got the DLC for it, and I need to get back to it. But these syncing issues?
Sorry to interrupt, but according to one of my friends, they're having some desyncing issues. Apparently, Caleb and his mic and camera on the stream.
Hmm.
Here, let me see if I can.
Lace, you're on full blast. Type in chat. What's the issue?
Not you calling them out.
I mean, we'll figure it out as we go along. Cause like I said, cut us some slack, all right? Very first stream, we're all here, and of course, before we keep going into the topic, because we need to get into the topic of today's stream, we can do a follow-up. I'd say we can do a follow-up stream where we can like share our backstory, maybe just talk into the stream, like, you know, getting into more detail, like our backstory, or like, you know, question and answer, all that good stuff. Like so many possibilities for future Keys of Destiny collabs podcasts. Yeah, so many possibilities. All right. It says here that can see him talking. Nothing will come out of his mic for a second or a bit later. So just a bit of delay. If anything, we can figure it along as it goes along. But before we keep going, I think it's this. I think that. Nope, wrong one. There we go. I'm gonna give a shout out the Keys of Destiny Twitch and YouTube channels. I have a very special surprise for everyone. We have a Twitch and YouTube channel. So we are doing this on my channel currently, but since I am the one who started the Keys of Destiny, but going forward for any future podcasts, they will all be done from the Keys of Destiny Twitch and YouTube channel. So I'd say right now, even consider clicking on the channel right now. Click on the links in the chat box right now for Twitch and YouTube, and maybe even our socials. Follow them right now, please, because whenever and you'll be notified whenever we go live on those channels. You can see all 4 of us, or even the 3 of us, whoever is able to tune in for future podcasts. Yeah, so you can check us out whenever we do future podcasts. But yeah. Anyways, Spotify ad. Yeah. Fix that real quick. Oh, and my favorite theme. Okay. One of my personal favorite themes. But yeah, anyway, the reason why I called you 3 here today, I want to settle things once and for all with the Kingdom Hearts community. We believe that Kingdom Hearts Union Cross and Dark Road are in desperate need, or at least why I believe they should need, or at least should get a remake at some point. Why Union Cross and Dark Road 100% need and deserve remakes, and why why Missing Link should come to home console at some point, which I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, Nomura has confirmed or mentioned something, a tweet or something about the possibility of Missing Link coming to home console. It's in the thought. Oh, PC or home console, one of them. Yeah, I remember something about Nomura stating something about it possibly getting a home console release, which means even more so why we believe like Union Cross and Dark Road should absolutely need to get a remake so that they can be along with Missing Link being ported or released on console as well. Because 2 disclaimers we need to make before we hop into the topic. First off, what is it? Or actually, is it 2? No, I think it's 1 disclaimer. My bad. A disclaimer I need to make here. I'm pretty sure, with the consensus of everyone here on this panel right now, everyone and anyone that's in the chat right now on Twitch and YouTube, I want to let you all know, I'm sure, again, with group consensus here, that we love Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, we love Dark Road, we love and we are excited for Missing Link. We love the Key series. Yeah, we love Key, Unchained Key, Union Cross, Dark Road. This is not to hate on Union Cross or Dark Road or the Key series. We think the Key series is amazing and stellar series in the Kingdom Hearts franchise, and like literally everything we're going to be saying right now is mostly subjective and not objective towards the Key series. So and this is for those that agree with us that these games should come to home console so that we can play these games and restore these games to glory, or that these games can see a better life. So yeah, if you agree with us and think Unicross and Dark Road should get remakes and come to home console, then welcome to the club. And yeah, but if you're one of those people that think Unicross and Dark Road should be gone for good, or like whatnot, who are you people? But anyways, so like well, is it? Because I remember asking a good chunk, because let me say this, I ran a couple, I did the work. I went on social media. I went on multiple, and I mean multiple Kingdom Hearts Facebook groups and Twitter and or X, Twitter X. Like seriously, cannot believe Xehanort took over Twitter. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, totally. But yeah, I went on to if I can pull up my polls real quick. I ran like multiple Facebook polls on Kingdom Hearts Facebook groups and on Twitter and all across social media. You want to know what the majority of these polls said? If I can pull up one of them. Which one was it? But anyways, that it's gonna be long, but fine. The majority of them, the vast majority of them, which one was it? Yeah, a lot of them in a landslide. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna pull up one of them. In a landslide, agreed that Unicross needs. They're like begging Nomura to remake this game. Like a lot of people are like a good chunk, like in a landslide. If I don't know if you can see that clearly on screen, like a lot of people like are literally like, Nomura, please, we need this game remade for console. And so yeah, so basically we're going to be going around sharing our thoughts. I wrote down not really the best list of reasons or topics to discuss in terms of this, but we're going to make it work. So I mean, like, how are we going to start things? Like any of you want to go first? You want to make start off with a general statement towards Unicross remake, Dark Road? So yeah, how are we gonna do this?
We could start with
okay, yeah, sure. Like, all right then. And in fact, for this part, since I mean you guys are my, well, I invited you guys here to the stream for a very good reason. These three here all played Unicross before it shut down. Me, on the other hand, did not get the chance to play it, which is unfortunate. Because let me, like, just wait. Yeah, rip, rest in peace. But it could be restored to former glory, and it should be. So I may as well let you all start off with. We'll go clockwise order again, like so. Or actually, no, we'll go counterclockwise. Yeah, because I almost feel like I should let Starlux go first, because. Well, do you want to go first, Starlux, or should Caleb go first?
Discover, this is Daniela.
Oh no.
Hi, it's Jennifer Coolidge.
That it's important to the story. Like, if you want to give like a somewhat detailed reason to Unicross needing a remake, or why you firmly believe, like in general.
I've got leftovers.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account with cash back. It pays to Discover. Eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashback debit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
All right. Well, first of all, the story's just really good. Like anybody here who's indulged in
Starlight.
story, it's just really good.
Starlight.
Made me cry. I mean, I named myself after the Keyblade, like the name. What is it? Like the brand Keyblade of that series.
Mhm.
It's just a really good story, and you know, it's a really good story, but it's also like the beginning of the timeline, and it has like traces of itself of the game in like the entire length of Kingdom Hearts in general, and the fact that it's a mobile game, and the worst thing, a gacha mobile game, did limit a lot of people's enjoyment to the story, and you know how good it is, because that finale, dude, was incredible. Crazy finale.
What is it? Oh my! I better silent mode that. Yeah, I forgot that I was meant to put my phone on silent. But is that it, or is that it, Starlux? All right, okay. Aethel, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a segue into somebody else's thoughts.
Oh, Aethel, Athel.
It's tomato,
Yeah.
tomato, honestly, however you say it. Okay, so I don't even know how to say my own name, but anyways, I digress. Yeah, it's been how many years since I've had my name? I still don't know how to say it, but I digress. So I'm just gonna start off by saying I haven't really been as big of a fan as Union Cross or Dark Road as Starlux has. But I have tried getting into Union Cross myself when it was still playable, especially during towards the end of the Great Kingdom Hearts 3 drought that we were all suffering as a community. And so, but even though I played it and I got, I guess, kind of alright with it, I kind of mostly followed the story, through YouTube, through Everglow's timeline videos, and just also keeping up to it. I think my main problem, personally, was just
what I've seen.
There is a good story.
Gameplay,
there are
old
so
gameplay.
Many filler missions, and I couldn't really get myself to sit down and go through it.
Yeah, for sure.
There was 20 or 40 missions before the story started picking up for each world, and seeing how there was so many worlds is it kind of got intimidating. So it was just much easier for me to watch the story. But I also tried to play the game. I tried to be involved with it because I could see how interesting the story was. But yeah, I guess just overall I guess that also proves why it's more important as well, because watching something is a completely different experience from playing it. We've already been through this with 358 over 2 days, for example. It is the game.
Minor spoilers for me.
So much better.
Because I didn't.
Closely, except for the Neverland boss. But
I didn't.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. What?
Spoilers. You're gonna, okay. Well, you're gonna absolutely love Neverland. Okay.
Oh yeah. And I'll be streaming it too. Because because I know you skipped over days and recoded in your Let's Play. You were trying to figure out how to record or stream it. I installed and I learned how to install an emulator. So so I can stream days and recode it. I demoed the game a little bit, and we'll even get to. I'm even gonna get into it later in the stream. So yeah, Aethel, you still continue?
Quick shout out to 358 over 2 days for technically being my first job. Anyway. But yeah, just as I was saying, it's so much of a different experience watching the movies that were released compared to actually playing it and seeing the same thing happen with Union Cross and I guess by extension Dark Road. It's kind of sad,
Master's
especially
arc.
when Nomura placed so much emphasis on the end of the Xehanort saga, as well as the new saga that he has in those mobile games where you can't even... Right. And it's just it's like there's so much that's missing from like the movies itself that just watching like a 1 or 2 hour movie for a game that spanned like years is just
Oh yeah, it's key.
kinda doesn't
It's
really do
Kingdom
the
Hearts
story
key.
justice.
Yeah, and it was just,
I mean, I looked it up, and the game came out in 20.
then Unchained Key, then Union Cross.
The original, yeah.
Right.
The story spanned for so.
Yeah.
Shout
Yeah,
out to
Key,
my
then Unchained Key, then
Android
Union
music chat.
Cross.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm here. Unchained Key. Because it was just Key, I think, originally. It was Key, then.
All right.
Unchained, then...
All right,
It was a Flash game.
Caleb, and the spotlight's yours.
That brings me back, but I'm gonna derail the conversation, so I'm just gonna end my spiel right here.
So okay, story-wise, I completely agree with the with what everybody said in terms of like the filler. Literally what I remember was like waiting up till like 3 a.m. for no, waiting until like 12 like noon or no, 12 midnight to see if there's like going to be a story update for the game. And then wait till 3 a.m. to see that it's just like filler stuff, and then like the last cutscene once you finish like the 5 quests that they put out was more important, like random, just like some like random drop, but like, which is kind of like, it was back then. I'm fine with it because like my whole thing for Kingdom Hearts, like what I got into it for and everything was
Oh, yeah.
the story, yes, but then also like the ability to customize a character, all that kind of stuff. I mean, you probably can't see it as well, but yeah, it's that's just what I do. I like that. I like seeing myself in these stories or whatever, but just in general, like seeing kind of the same thing happen with Days and Recoded, which like they said, I'm still trying to figure out if I can even try and play those games like on like try and emulate them for the DS or something or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, overall,
Unchained Key, because I think if I'm not
I was there
mistaken,
from the
Key was in
beginning
Japan.
with,
it was, I think it
from the
was
beginning of
exclusive
Unchained Key,
Japanese exclusive
not
PC
Key,
game.
but
Then it came Unchained Key came to America worldwide.
Key was the
Yeah, from what I remember.
desktop. Yeah. So it's no, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So then yeah, story wise, it's like a really good story. Kind of speaking of it, I also eventually got into Everglow's kind of recapping of all of the story and everything, and then I guess like not really like a shameless plug or whatever, but for the entire story now of Union Cross or Unchained Key, all of it is put together in like a fan dub, which I mean I'm a part of, but I got to lend.
Oh yes, a special shout out, by the way.
Yeah,
awesome.
I did not know this. Excuse me. Hold up a sec.
Yeah, you can say who you voice. I won't spoil it. That is so. When I found that out, that was really cool.
Yeah. So I'll just say it because what is it? So we voiced, well, yeah, because the fandom was Unchained Key, but with the cutscenes from back cover put in as well. So it's like all in order, the story of everything that you'd need to know, like cutting out all the filler.
Demo. I don't know.
While my part was short, I'm like forever grateful to Damo, Damo. I think that's how you pronounce it. I keep forgetting, but yeah, it was really like it was a surprise.
Boy from Union Cross.
To voice Gula in that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was nice. I enjoyed it. Yup, and yeah, it was like seeing the story like kind of put together like that. It makes me feel like it could be put as like either like a console or like a PC type of game. I mean, me personally, I see it more as like I could see them just kind of from the ground up remaking the entire game. But like if they keep the 2D art style the entire way through and just kind of like keep it the same, I'm still fine with that. Like as long as I get to customize the character and
oh man,
watch the
that's
story and not have to pay
man.
for anything.
Okay.
But yeah,
Man, just hearing that part, man, that's let me say, because now we're up to what my thoughts on Union Cross, because let me say I didn't necessarily finish the story, because let me say I must say so Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, like sure, as like, well, for me and anyone else, like as years continue, like as well, following Source coming to Smash and Kingdom Hearts like being ported to other consoles, that's all that good jazz. More as years go by, where I'm continuing to see more and more Kingdom Hearts fans come along, and like if like let me say this, if your first time experiencing Union Cross is either like everyone mentioned, like Everglow's summary videos or Damo's fan dub, like I have nothing against that. In fact, you are better off watching the fan dub. Let me say this, like I give props to those guys for putting together the summary and the fan dub. Like huge props to them for putting the time and effort for that. Yeah. But let me say this, even
carrying the Kingdom Hearts community.
even though there is a fan dub, even like I personally refuse to let anyone say that Union Cross, like I refuse to let anyone say that Union Cross, like either the mobile app, to say I refuse to accept anyone saying that that this version of Union Cross is anything but acceptable for what it is, because because from what I've seen across social media, and again from my perspective, from what I've seen in social media, like, and let's also not forget, like I know phone games have their place. I know that phone games like dominate and have their place in the world and whatnot, and I'm all for it. Like I'm not like, I mean, okay, I'm 50-50. Let's say I'm like iffy about phone games for me, like, but like while a good chunk of people, while mobile games may dominate and may have their place, let's not forget there's a good chunk of people that sandbag phone games. There's people that hate phone games, playing games on this, yeah, exactly, playing games on this small device right here. Like, so how is anyone gonna tell me Kingdom Hearts Union Cross with, let me list everything, no AAA graphics, no voice acting aside beyond that of keep back cover or Damo's fan dub, but in my case mainly keep back cover, no controller support, no playability, no replay value, no truly immersive experience with your avatar, no console or PC release, and no consistency, and no widespread accessibility, and like the consistency, like with the story, like I'm pretty sure you, for what you mentioned, like a lot of people complain, like all the complaints of like the gotcha and the consistency with the story. Like from what I remember seeing, like archived gameplay of Union Cross, one world that sticks out, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, Agrabah. Yeah, Agrabah was one of those worlds. From what I understand, Agrabah had loads, like an overload of missions when it was playable, and a lot of people complaining about the theater mode. Like like of saying like how like I've seen a bunch of people like other people's videos and talking about Union Cross, why it needs a remake, and talking about the theater mode. When they say it's unorganized, when they say the theater mode is unorganized, Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix, let me tell you this, Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix, Days Recoded, and Kingdom Hearts 3 have better theater modes than Union Cross. Their theater modes are way more organized compared to Union Cross. and a lot of people even complain that
if it just feels so like the state of Union Cross right now is so like soulless and just put together for the sake of, well, people need to experience the story in some way because it's important, so let's just put anything out there right now, and it does tarnish the experience and enjoyment of the good story that is there if it's
exactly
thrown together for the sake of, well, here's where you can watch it, I guess.
Yeah, it's like they're saying like I have it open right now. Like the theater mode. As somebody who has never played like the game before, has not experienced the story, the first thing that you see is the Keyblade graveyard stuff. Like the like all of that. That's what you see, and then like it's all of that kind of stuff, and then you get Daybreak Town, a little bit of those things, and then I find it funny, the end, like the final cutscenes are in like the Daybreak Town 2 section, and it has all of the final cutscenes. It's like really emotional stuff, and then just the random cutscene where you get like your little like spirit pet or something is after all of those cutscenes. Just like such added
exactly because
funny, but, like, it makes sense. I completely agree.
Yeah, because and it kind of goes on a slight tangent to what you mentioned earlier, Caleb. What you mentioned earlier, not having to pay anything. Because let me tell you this: like, there's people are saying, you want to know? Like, I won't, like, but then again, we already mentioned like there's one person in particular, like that is all like, Union Cross don't need a remake. It's there on your phone for free. The whole is all like, the story is on this small device for free. Then that they shouldn't waste their time remaking this game, and so that because all he wants to do is play as Yuzora. Play as Kingdom Hearts 4 or play as Yuzora, if you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, there's one person in particular. Yeah, I mean, we already mentioned like Damo, Everglow. HMK is all like, it's free. Why do you want to pay for a console remake when you can watch it for free just to play it? Like, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. Like, in a sense, I can kind of see, but at the same time, if it means making the game playable again, like, believe me, but also there's a little truth here about free to play. They say it's free to play, yet we have the gacha, and there's things within the game. It's more like 80% free, like 80 or 85% free. I would argue that, like, it's more like a percentage free. Like, the game itself may be free, but then you have all these things within the game that you can pay for. You spend real world money on. Yeah, I'm looking on the App Store right now. Like, the only example I can pull up right now is Final Fantasy Ever Crisis, for example. Yeah, like, I'm seeing like all these in-app purchases. Yeah, I'm looking at a list of in-app purchases right now, and man, we're talking like $70 for an in-app purchase for a pack or something within a free-to-play game. Yeah, so I get they need to make some form of money in a way, but they, I don't know, like Uden Cross, you don't technically have to pay for anything. You can just watch it for free, but it's not, let me say this, it's not the same experience. I want, like, a lot of people are even complaining that Dazed and Recoded are movies in 1.5 plus 2.5, like when they should have been playable. Like you're paying for that and you get 2 movies when you could be paying for all 6 of them to be playable. Yeah, like I remember watching 358 Days Over 2 and Recoded. I must say I love the stories, and Uden Cross too. Days Recoded, Uden Cross, I love the stories of all 3 of them. But when I said I started demoing Kingdom Hearts Days, and let me tell you, my opinion changed drastically. Like, I went from saying it was kind of meh, to like, man, this game is amazing. Like, even Starlux said it's underrated, that these 2 games, Dazed and Recoded, are like underrated. Yeah, which I now heavily agree. Yeah, and because they're only movies, people are missing out on, like, well, Dazed Recoded and Uden Cross are movies. People are missing out on an amazing story, because and that'll even lead us into the next topics of the stream as we continue along. And it'll lead into the next topic of debate: true immersion with the avatar, the main character. Like, and I'm gonna ask you all, like, all 3 of yous right now, who is the main character in Uden Cross? Who's the main character?
Chirthy.
Yeah.
That's an interesting. I never really gave that part. I never really gave like Chirthy in that sense much thought. like, actually thinking about it, but so there's obviously a few candidates up there.
Yeah, I mean, Ephemer. I know Ephemer is considered a major character, or one of the main characters.
Or like Ephemer.
And Scold.
Even the foretelling. But yeah,
Definitely.
Oh, like, and it shows. It definitely shows.
Yeah, right.
Imagine not playing Union Cross and playing Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's like, hey, need some help? And it's like, yeah.
Who are you?
Who are you?
It's like,
who is this boy with a red scarf? I've never seen you in my.
And then all the the fallen Keyblade wielders, and like, yeah, and like, oh yeah.
That's like the coolest moment in like the whole series, I gotta say.
I see.
Yeah, for this topic, yeah, good one. Too bad I don't have one, but I have Kingdom Key though.
Yeah, it makes sense for the.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Oh yeah.
I see as like a huge candidate for that. And I think it started with the player, obviously. Like, eventually, like, once Ephemer got revealed, and like there's like a whole story going on with them behind the scenes while we're just running around playing and like beating up enemies or whatever. That there's that story going on, and whenever you see Ephemer, it's like, okay, this is important. I have to look. Like, I have to pay attention.
Yeah, they're they're major characters. They're one of the main characters, because the reason I say that is because, well, because you're not wrong. You're technically not wrong, and heck, like the latest Missing Link trailer, Ephemer has his own dive to the heart. We see Ephemer's dive to the heart so he is a major character. Oh yeah, because believe me, we're gonna be mentioning Missing Link a lot in this stream. So, but yeah, while Ephemer is one of the major characters, and of course we see him in Kingdom Hearts 3 and all that. The overall main character is the player, like who is you or me, me or anyone else watching the stream, which means you are the main character in a Kingdom Hearts game. Why are we forced to watch that? Like, why are we being forced to watch that? Like it isn't meant to be a movie. That is not the point of the player, because like when just watching it, because you go on this journey from what I understand, like you are part of this Keyblade war that is going on within that timeline in the age of fairy tales. Like, that isn't something that's meant to be watched. Like, and okay, yeah, Missing Link is gonna have that playability, but so should Union Cross. Like, both these games should have that playability, because it makes the game more, let me say this, it makes the game feel more impactful. Like Union Cross, I feel like, is nowhere near as impactful if you're just watching in the cutscenes. And the same thing goes for Dazed and Recoded, and to an extent Key Back Cover. Like, just watching it, it's not as impactful or immersive if you're just watching the cutscenes. We all know, like, when we're playing Pokemon, for example, I'll name an example. Pokemon. Like, we start off this journey. We are the main character. We, as the player, we are the main character. We name ourselves as that character, or we give the character our name. We become part of the story. We catch Pokemon. We fight gym leaders, collect gym badges, battle evil teams, and take down evil teams, and become the champion. And once the game's finished, you're impacted by the story because you are part of it. Or Persona 5 Royal. I've not, a game that I'm personally still need to catch up on. And by the way, Caleb cannot wait to see when you start playing Persona. Like, you and I start playing Persona, cannot wait for that. But anyways, I won't say too much because I don't know much, but from Starlux, because he's played Persona, that when you finish the game, it's a sad finish. It's sad when you finish it, because, you don't want, it makes you feel like you don't want the game to end because of how impactful the story is, and all that stuff. So, or even games like Genshin Impact, you name yourself the character, and by doing that, you become part of the story. And so that makes the game impactful, and it makes it more memorable. Yeah, it makes it special.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like you watch movies, you watch TV shows and everything, but at the end of the day, some of the most impactful pieces of media are video games. Because you're the one controlling the character, you're the one, directly involved in the story and making choices, and getting to the end of the journey on your own. And for games like Union Cross or Missing Link, that you'll be able to be the main character, it takes away when you just go and search up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you can say your point on that. I went on about my point with immersion, because the topic is immersion, with the avatar. So so go ahead, whoever wants to go next.
Right. I can go. Yeah, I'll go. The first thing you think of, when I hear immersion, just in general, this happens to me with I like to connect things, just a kind of basis for everything. So I connect this back to, I guess, just when I was younger, with movies or anything like that, kind of what we were talking about, how I leave the movie theater after watching a movie with a superhero or something that's I'm the superhero, that's me, I'm not controlling that person, I'm not playing, I'm not acting or whatever, but I feel this sense of I have this kind of personality now, or like that. It kind of motivates me. So with these games, like for example Pokemon, the more recent ones, like it started with X and Y with customization, all that kind of stuff. And in this case Kingdom Hearts, like Unchained, Union Cross, all of that, like with customization, it's definitely it goes back to the whole cutscene talk, but seeing your character, seeing you walking around, or like what you see yourself as, like how you see how you, I don't know, what looks best to you of like yourself running around, like interacting with characters, Disney characters, all that kind of stuff. It reminds me of Disneyland. Haven't been. Anyway, it just reminds me of like that feeling. It's like, okay, this is my character. This is kind of like my story. This is how I do things. And yeah, like that, like moving on like that. So with cutscenes, like just having them as cutscenes, yeah, on the phone you can make your character look like you still, but again the cutscenes are out of order or whatever. But just like I remember playing the game and it was just, I see myself and like I can customize however I want, and then go into these fights, and it's not even just with clothing or whatever. The keyblades are also customizable, that kind of stuff, which was also fine. Just in general, I like the immersion in that sense, and I feel like if we were ever to get a port or a push up or like a kind of remake or whatever of Union Cross, that it would definitely benefit. It would definitely benefit like anybody who's playing. It can draw people in as like, okay, like I can be myself in this game, and it's like, okay, I didn't know I'm so important in the story. Like, wow. And the same thing for Missing Link. I did remember like when you were talking about the gotcha stuff, like just really quickly.
Ever Crisis?
I think that they said that the newest Final Fantasy like mobile game like that ever.
Oh yeah, it came out to Steam.
Yeah, I think so. Like the one with all the gotcha stuff or whatever. I think that they had said that there was a Steam page for that came out, so that it's eventually coming out.
Yeah.
So it's eventually coming out to that. So, and then the interview, it reminded me of how they're considering, like it's not like fully on the table for Missing Link to come to PC. I think they just want to get it out first and then like see what happens, see I guess the reception, I guess. But I would not mind buying it on like on Steam or something, for like to have that kind of immersion as well, like be able to kind of have like a home console and not it, so like it doesn't feel like it's like a mobile game or like a Pokemon Go thing where while it has customization, it's kind of like blank in a sense. Or it just feels like you can just kind of move through the cutscenes, or just kind of like blank fate, like have it kind of play in the background as like white noise or something, like if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm fully like, I love these games for like the immersion and kind of seeing myself in the characters, regardless of if they're me or not or whatever. So
yeah,
that's
that's a good point. Who wants to go next? All right, Ethel. All right, yep. Immersion with your avatar. Go ahead.
I guess it should be my turn to speak on this, on immersion in games then.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, okay, so I guess the first thing that I'm gonna mention, just I guess with video games and like, well I'll mention, well I guess I can mention any media, but I'll say video games in general because that's where I had most like exposure to like immersion with. A few of the games that I mostly play even now to this day have this like customizable element to them. Like for example, like a game that I finished recently playing, Spider-Man, for example. I'll just put that out there. In that game, like, you know, you have all these different suits and everything from like all the different like Spider-Man and all that, and it's like, even though it's still the same character, it's your like customization of it. And I guess in that example, what makes it so like immersive is the fact that like even like you can see yourself in that situation, you can see yourself in that position, and just you get a different sense. There's like different senses of immersion, right? So like when you're playing a game and you're controlling a character, yeah, that's you, but that's you through like a character. That's you through someone who's basically already been built up, someone who you already know, and so you're like stepping into the shoes of. Whereas movie immersion, you're more just like you're sort of rooting for the characters as you watch them, as you go through their struggles. So they're kind of similar, but like one is a little more personal and connected. And I guess if we're switching it to Kingdom Hearts related as well, that's also why I was a fan
Oh,
of
yes.
0.2,
Yeah, 0.2.
prologue chapter. Because I don't know if you remember,
I
you
forgot
could,
about that.
yeah, you could customize Aqua a bit, and I was really hoping that we would get that in Kingdom Hearts 3, just so we can, in a similar vein,
Yeah.
just like Spider-Man, we could like customize our Sora, because
I
like
didn't get to put cat ears on Sora.
that is the most important. That Kingdom Hearts 3 is the worst game because we can't make Sora a cat boy, but I digress. Yeah, the point is all this like customization and stuff, like all of this is just more like appearance wise, and the games in general, they make it clear that hey, you're controlling this character, but you're not exactly this character. It's like you get to sort of hop along for the ride. But with Unchained Key, it's like completely different. They specifically mention right off the bat, you are this person, you are this avatar. So you have a lot more customization, and then, which is honestly, I guess, a side tangent I kind of liked towards the beginning of the story when like it was just a mute protagonist. I don't know. I feel like it's more personally like immersive if you're a character, if like you get to say your thoughts and there isn't like the character itself saying it for you. I feel like that kind of takes it out, but I digress. But the fact that Unchained Key itself has pretty much, since the second like you open up the game, tells you, hey, this is you. Like it makes you go through your own dive to the heart. It's like that's not really something that you can replicate through a cutscene, because I feel like the cutscene is just more like, hey, this is someone else's journey, and seeing how important seeing how important the player being the actual character is to like the overarching like plot line, especially with the inclusion of that in Kingdom Hearts 3. It just, that really gets robbed, and that's something that's like people who don't get to play through it, experience it themselves, customize the character however they want. It really takes it out of it, and in the case of Unchained Key, I feel like that's a huge part of it. Like you can't like, I don't know. It's kind of tricky to say, honestly, because like I'm kind of stepping on what I'm saying here, but it felt good when I was playing through it, knowing that, oh hey, in another lifetime I was a Keyblade builder. I could see myself in these shoes. I could see myself reacting to this and all that, and it kind of feels bad that like at the moment where it stands now, future players won't be able to experience that same thing. It's going to be like whether
Exactly.
you're watching it on YouTube or whether you're watching it through like the theater mode. It's not, it's just overall not the same. So I feel like by having it where it is now,
Yeah, exactly,
really,
right? It's
like,
because like I mean
they're
that
skipping out on what
it
made
makes the
Unchained Key
game more
special, like, a lot of
impactful. Like
players.
that's what made it special. Like and makes all these other games that we mentioned, Spider-Man, Persona 5, or any of the Persona games, Pokemon, like, and from what was it you said, like not saying a specific character, not being able to control the dialogue or something. I can't remember. What was it you said, Aethel?
Oh, because I was saying that I was like I guess that's more like a side tangent thing. Like if I'm told that I'm a character, I would prefer for that character to be mute, because it kind of feels like more like I'm more into it. Like I don't have a problem like the player character being able to
of course,
speak for themselves afterwards.
yeah, well, that I mean that's
It
true.
doesn't take away from the immersion as much,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
But even still, that you're still playing through it, and even if there is like some dialogue, even if you placed into it, it's kind of like a visual. It's honestly, I can liken it to like a visual novel. you're in the eyes of the protagonist.
Yeah,
and because the
exactly.
protagonist is still saying
Like,
stuff, you can make choices,
because
you know.
seriously, if
It's
Union Cross
you making
could
those
get a
choices as
remake,
opposed to, like, a linear
which it
gameplay.
needs to, like, again, we believe it needs to, like, we don't care when it happens. And again, I should mention, we don't care when it happens. A lot of us think it should have been before Kingdom Hearts 4. It would make sense, but it would, like I mentioned earlier, people are like, oh my gosh, they shouldn't waste their time remaking Union Cross. They should just focus on Kingdom Hearts 4 and Vern Rex, Zora game, future games, all that stuff. They can still do it later. Good example. They remade Chain of Memories after Kingdom Hearts 2. After Kingdom Hearts 2, we got Chain of Memories, and I think after Days and Recoded, Days and Birth by Sleep, we got Recoded. And which, another thing, Recoded was also a phone game, which then came to DS, and it became a movie. I don't want to hear it. It became a movie when it should have been playable, but the point is, it became playable. Yeah. And that's actually kind of another topic to discuss, and I'm even say this. This is something I've seen a lot of people are debating on, like Union Cross remake, or which game deserves a remake more, Kingdom Hearts Union Cross or 358 Days Over 2? Because, like, let me say this, like, I'll speak on my thoughts on that, because again, I like Days for what it is. I could see, I'm not against the idea of remaking Days, but when you comparing Days to Union Cross, why I firmly believe Union Cross needs a remake more than Days, well, it comes down to I'm pretty sure two reasons. Well, for one, like, Days is already in the remix, already in 1.5, 2.5, yeah, as a movie, but it's already in the remix, so remaking it, like, when it's already part of a remix collection, in not the best way possible, like, well, even though it's a movie, I don't know, it just feels kind of off to me. Like, I don't know, that's just my thought on that. But then the second reason why I believe Union Cross needs a remake more than 358 Days is because well, it still is playable. You can still play it technically. Maybe not in the remix. You can still play it. You will need a DS or a computer or like a certain phone to play it off an emulator. Like, you can play it on original DS hardware or on an emulator. You can still play the game. It's still fully playable, with or without a remake. But Union Cross, on the other hand, it's like, while here it's unplayable, like I don't do it, let's look closely. Do we see, like, you see this screen? Do you see an option, like, where's the play button? Where's the play game or start game button? Like, wait. Apart from that, like, where's the play Union Cross story? Where's play Union Cross on this screen? Like, yeah, all you can do is watch it, which we already pointed out before, not the same experience. But Union Cross being unplayable, because it's unplayable, I think it deserves a remake more than 358 Days, so that it can be truly playable, and so we can do it on any platform. Like a lot of people are saying, and I'm sure the Kingdom Hearts community rejoiced over this, the Kingdom Hearts games, like, I'm sure you all remember back when it was PlayStation exclusive, or handheld, Nintendo handheld, whatever, when just in general, when Kingdom Hearts was an exclusive title, like it was like back then it was such a pain in the rear for people to get into this game, for people to actually get into Kingdom Hearts, because not everyone had a PlayStation. Not everyone, like, I have to get like there's people that, like, I was solely a Nintendo fan for a long time, like, so now I have to, if that was me back in the day, I'm like, and I gotta get a PlayStation just to play Kingdom Hearts, just to play this one game. Yeah, go ahead, Ethel.
Can I mention something real quick? You just reminded me, like, with Kingdom Hearts being a PlayStation exclusive, and I guess another strong point why Union Cross.
Oh yeah.
Do we all remember when Kingdom Hearts 3 came to Xbox and all the Xbox players were really confused on what was going on in the story?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. It just feels like, you know, history is repeating. I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, that's something I wanted to get to with when you said oh, they should just focus on Kingdom Hearts 4 and the game, whatever. Guys, people are gonna be confused.
Exactly, Starlux.
Kingdom Hearts 4. It's literally called the Lost Masters arc.
Yeah, because
Master of Masters. What's his name? Lushu. Everyone, people are still gonna be confused because there's a lot of people who still have not experienced.
Like, who is she?
I don't want to watch those mobile game cutscenes, and they're gonna go play Kingdom Hearts 4, be so excited. Then Abba's gonna show up, and they're gonna be like, who's this?
And that'll actually be the next, and that's actually gonna be the next point.
It's gonna be another,
Before, let's go through this real quick. That'll be the next topic. Caleb, I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna let you go first on this. 358 Days or Union Cross, and this will just be your opinion. It'll just be subjective. This will be a completely subjective thing. Which game do you believe in your own heart should get a remake? More. Which deserves it more?
Right. It's such a hard, like, it's such a hard decision for me because I was like I still am like a huge advocate for, like, for Days getting a remake of some sort, like them however that be, like they remake the stuff purely because, like, the multiplayer kind of aspect of it, like you can all connect together and, like, play at the same time, which that's only like I think it's either the second or third, well, that's the first time in the series where you could play, I think, together with other people or whatever, but they brought it back in a sense for Union Cross with, like, all of, like, the multiplayer modes. You can get, like, 4 other people play together and just really be able to, just run around, beat up bosses, beat up enemies together. So, like, that kind of multiplayer aspect also transitions into Union Cross. So honestly, I would say, and, like, I mean multiplayer wise,
Reunion Cross. Let's call it that. Reunion Cross,
or, like, the Unchained Union Cross to be brought over. It would really be, like, it's for anything. Yeah, for Reunion Cross, for, like, if anything, that the one thing that I would look out for is, like, a multiplayer kind of, like, teamwork aspect of the game, because they, towards the end of the game's cycle, they had that kind of, they focused on a lot of, they added the like, multiplayer, like, the group gameplay, and then they also added, like, the battling, like, it's called Union Cross in the game, where it's, like, the Coliseum battles where you fight other players. So it's like the player PvE, PvP, the one that they added, and then Union Cross, like, all of that. I don't know. It's really hard to make the decision, but I think Reunion would be what I would go for in terms of the two. Not saying that I hate Days or that I don't want it to get a remake. I think that they both should, but in terms of story and all of that, like, having them brought up remade would make a lot more sense, because yes, we do have Days as you can still play it as a game, and you can play it you can watch the cutscenes or whatever. While they aren't as impactful, you can still
All right.
like they're available.
Yeah, exactly.
Or whatever,
Yeah, I
you can
would
still watch them. But yeah,
agree.
Cross. I'd
Yeah, totally. All right, who's next? Who wants to go next?
Ethel, if you don't want to go, I could.
Mine too.
Okay. Between Days and Union Cross, that's really hard because Roxas is my favorite character in Kingdom Hearts and has been since I first played Kingdom Hearts 2. But here's the thing. Days, yes, it has a movie. It's a movie, and that sucks that it's a movie, but it's still a coherent, digestible story. 100%. Union Cross is not. Not in its officially playable form. Like, if you go and tell someone new into the series, play in release order, and they say, what do I do about the mobile game? You're going to tell them to watch it on YouTube over the app and the theater mode of the unorganized cutscenes and confusion of they could have easily just added play all and play it in order, but I guess it was a last minute decision. But with Days, it's a coherent, what's it, 2-hour movie? Like a coherent 2-hour movie that shows you all the important story beats. And yeah, you're missing out on the gameplay and the downtime of the characters.
13
but,
Darknesses.
Still go through it and be like, okay, I understand who Roxas is, I understand who Xion is, I understand the 13, Organization 13 more and whatever. But with Union Cross, there's so much there, and there's so many important characters, so many key points. It's like a foundation of the series now, and for it to be so jumbled and messy for newcomers is it desperately
Reunion Cross, man. Let's give it to us, Nomura, please let us play Union Cross again on console. Let us so people can actually love this game. All right.
And I am very appreciative of Damo, and Everglow and the Kingdom Hearts community for carrying and building like a digestible version of the story for people. But it's disappointing that it was up to the Kingdom Hearts community to do that. If there wasn't those dedicated people out there to do that, it'd be really difficult.
Yeah, right. Union Cross and Dark Road, the key series as a whole.
Talk about Union Cross, but Dark Road is also a major part of that as well.
Right.
Dark Road is in that same boat as Union Cross, so that's two major stories and backgrounds and foundations of the entire series.
Yeah, and man, I almost want to speak up on that. How would I do as I'm trying to see if I can voice, how I would fare voicing a character, tell me how good this sounds. They can be the judges of this. You cannot win. You cannot win. Time's up. Time's up. Yeah.
Next match, young Xander here, guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that brings back too many memories.
Yeah, I feel like I could voice young Xander well.
Battles or whatever. So here
But yeah, all right. But anyways, Ethel, what do you gotta say? Days or Reunion Cross, which deserves a remake more in your opinion?
Okay, thinking about it, and I think I'm gonna have to agree with Starlux on this one, mainly because as much as I really don't like Days,
Which, as an honorary mention, why you love Xion?
Mainly because of my
That
own,
is your
personal
favorite
biases with
character.
it. That was my first ever Kingdom Hearts game, so that's always gonna be have a soft spot to me. But
I don't know why. I just it just came to me. So
He already got his HD Xion. He already It's fine.
Listen, I just
I don't know.
just released a video,
I don't know
and
why it
that's
just
all,
came to me.
okay?
You've
That's
got a
fine.
secret boss. You don't need 358 remake.
Oh man. But anyways, of course it did. But as much as I don't, as much as I would prefer a lot of story beats from the game to make it into the movie, at least it got a movie. You know, at least it's in a format where the Xbox players, the PlayStation, the PC, you know, all two of the cloud version players, you know, as long as they can experience it, that's fine.
Love the jab. Love the jab.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Do you hear this? Do you hear this?
Native switch ports,
Port them
please.
regularly. It's not a memory issue. No. It's not a graphics issue. It's a memory issue.
Even people are complaining. I don't know if I'm wrong. People were complaining about the Batman trilogy. Like, I think some people were complaining about it, minor complaints. But yeah, if they could port that natively. Yeah, and also this is gonna be, I know I'm gonna be crucified for this, because this is gonna be the next point to like this argument right here, and like, yeah, I know for a fact. I'm sure you guys are not gonna have my back with this one. Kingdom Hearts, the cloud versions, in my opinion, better than Union Cross.
I mean,
you're good.
Go ahead.
Am I good? Sorry, my internet just kind of blipped for a second.
Yeah, you're here.
It blipped right when you said your controversial take, so I think I was saved from whatever it was.
The world did not enjoy that one.
It was like, oh, my name is, and then like the light glow. That was like the same exact situation.
Okay, so I'll say this, like, so to summarize, so that the cloud ports are like that they're like in this case like that they were handled better than how Union Cross is right now. In terms of like exclusivity or whatever, like that the Kingdom Hearts games are out there. I'd say that like if you're comparing them, it's more of like it sounds like you're comparing like apples to oranges in a sense. It's like they're two different things, but I do understand that the Switch ports it's everything. Like while it might not be the best experience, it's like everything is there for you to kind of experience, but you do need an internet connection, and once the cloud servers, like if something happens and they crash, you just don't own the games anymore or whatever. Like it's a whole thing, but they're all there, so I see it. They're all playable, or like you're just streaming the game, but in terms of Union Cross, I get it. I do get it. It's like it's still up.
Oh yeah,
all of those games, they're up.
Oh yeah, because like exactly, because like I mean, like you mentioned, they are still playable. It's not the best way to play them, but they are there. Like it is available. The option does exist. Like, and believe me, we're all of us are hoping, and I'm pretty sure Nomura was all like if you want native Switch port, just say something. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, come on, yeah.
We're here.
Memory.
I'm saying it right now. I'm talking. We're saying it. Nomura, are you listening? Are you watching?
Yeah. Like I remember he
graphics.
About it being a
Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine.
Saying it's like, oh, it's because Kingdom Hearts 3 and 0.2 run awful on the Switch, but they're using the same engine as they're using the same Unreal Engine, all of that kind of stuff. So people kind of just immediately gravitate towards that. They could kind of maybe like downgrade some graphics or something, but it's more of like a memory issue. They're like, oh, it'd be hard to get all of the games onto like the cartridge. But then that like it just sounds like a huge excuse, because so many other games have like big games, for example, like Spyro and Crash. No, I think it was just Spyro. Like the Reignited trilogy, if you have like the physical copy, it's the first game on the cartridge, and then the other ones, once you plug it in, you can download them off of the eShop for free, like nothing, because you already paid for the game. So it's like that. It's like it's memory issue or something. They could just do that, or like split them up into their own games and put them in a pack, make more money in that sense.
Exactly, right? Like,
I mean, if they're losing
yeah,
money. That's what I'm saying. They're losing out on so much money.
But anyways, like, yeah, we all brought up a point. We all agree, all four of us. So, Nomura, if you are watching this, remake Union Cross. We want this. We all want this, and we all know it can be great. Like, it can be just as great as Missing Link. In fact, not to mention, they have the assets. They have literally everything. Like, let me list the assets they've got. The key back cover. They have a 3D rendered Daybreak Town. Ephemer, they have 3D renders for the characters, and Missing Link is literally the basis for Reunion Cross. I don't know if we've all, like, I know Starlux and I, Caleb, Aethel, I don't know if you saw any like gameplay, or like just saw a few minutes worth of, because when they did the closed beta, the iOS closed beta test, Missing Link. Yeah.
Of Missing Link. Yeah, I've seen gameplay, like I've seen that kind of stuff. Cutscene wise, I haven't seen anything, but from what I know, cutscenes, it's like I'm not looking for like a huge like.
Oh, the chibi style, the 2D chibi style, the original.
They put that in kind of like the same style as Missing Link. Like, no, I'm saying like if they did that, that's fine. But if they upgraded it to look like how Missing Link looks now, that'd still be fine.
Oh, like the tradition, like the what was it, Kingdom Shader? I think it was like original. I think that was called Kingdom Shader or something. Yeah, so or even make it like Melody of Memory, like using the original. The old school designs, like that would be fine too. But yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I do want to say this really quickly, like before we continue on. This is just kind of like my brain, how this works. If they were like, I would not be disappointed if they did like a demake of sorts for like 0.2 in Kingdom Hearts 3, if that's the only way to get them on like the Switch now or something. It'd be kind of cool seeing PS2 graphics, Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora or like Aqua in that sense. I don't know. That's just me personally. I think it would be kind of like a cute like
exactly
nod to like the series in general, and then have the cutscenes still play in like the Unreal Engine like they did in Melody of Memory. So that's something that I've been hanging on to for a while. But yeah, if it were to bring those back graphic wise, and I don't know, it seemed
exactly.
I don't know. It's crazy. But
that's the same thing they could do for Recoded.
Yeah, exactly. Like if it
remake, it can just be a Melody of Memory style.
Yeah, exactly. They at least make it play so that we can play the game. I guess I would at least like to. In fact, that's a kind of a argument there. A lot of people are like, hang on. A lot of people are like, we like looking at Kingdom Hearts 3 or Kingdom Hearts 4, like how the graphics, like I do love seeing how the graphics of Kingdom Hearts has evolved, like from 1 to 2, like 1 to 2, from 2 to 3, and from 3 to 4. I love the graphic evolution in each game's, like, but even the old graphics like still hold up. Like I like the original art style of the classic Kingdom Hearts games. Like, yeah, but then, if we had to sacrifice, and this is going to be a very simple question, like just say your answer right off the bat. I'm going to ask you three. If you had to sacrifice one or the other, would you rather have a game with better graphics but terrible with worse performance? So better graphics, worse performance, or better performance but worse graphics? Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, because believe me, again, like I said, I love the evolution of the graphics of Kingdom Hearts. I cannot wait. We cannot wait to see Kingdom Hearts 4 like in Unreal Engine 5, since the trailer was what, real time pre-rendered Unreal Engine 4. Yeah. Yeah, which means we're gonna need a PS5. We're probably gonna need a PS5.
Yeah.
Wait,
The
it was?
game's gonna be an Unreal
Yeah,
Engine
it was.
5. So.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and
I was gonna say,
but
I can't wait for the day where
shall I mention?
oh my gosh, you get more Kingdom
Aethel is
Hearts
the most
movies. Oh my gosh, this is
successful
crazy. Now I gotta buy a
key of
PS5.
destiny here on this panel right now. Aethel is the most successful one.
Yeah, Aethel. Aethel.
Yep. He's got a PS5.
Oh, you guys
Aethel's
gotta
ready
lie
for
about
Kingdom
that.
Hearts
I
4.
mean,
He's
I
got a
played on my
PS5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the three of us.
Look, man, that's the main reason why I got a PS5.
I'm considering it. I'm considering it.
Yeah.
I'm considering it. I
And-
still gotta get some. I'm trying to save up more so then so I can see if I can make that decision. And then hopefully like by the
Oh,
time
the Switch Pro.
the game kind of
Make
shows
it
up
as
more, it's
pro,
like, hey,
please. Yeah, the
or
OLED is
maybe,
barely
I
an
don't know, maybe
upgrade.
a new Switch or something comes out. It's like, hey, Kingdom Hearts 4 can be played on this. It's like, yo, I will buy it on if they make a Switch Pro and Kingdom Hearts. If they make a Switch Pro or whatever, if any of those rumors are true, and they're putting Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts 4 on it, I will buy that. I'm fine with it.
Same.
Like, I
Yeah,
hope that they, like,
exactly.
keep the rest of the Kingdom Hearts games on before Kingdom Hearts 4, because then otherwise we're gonna be
Yeah,
really
'cause-
confused why the rest of it's not in the series.
Yeah, that's true. That's true though. But
That's gonna be like the biggest about face the entire community pulls.
yeah. What was I gonna say? There was something else, like in terms of if they're gonna port it. Okay, so this is going on to like the Switch Pro kind of like rumors and stuff. That there was like a tech thing that they like a side kind of preview. That they did
Rebirth
for
next
developers,
year.
and one of the games that they had
Anticipated
running on it
game.
was Final Fantasy VII Remake
Mm.
on this new thing. Apparently, rumors. This is all rumor speculation, but if that's the case,
Oh,
there is no reason why Kingdom Hearts can't be put on like at
especially
least like
not.
3 or something, especially on like the next console. For this one, I accept that. Like, I mean, it's fine. I still disagree, but yeah, like memory, whatever, graphics, performance. Me personally, I'm more so I like being able to play a game and like it's smooth, it's fine or whatever. Like performance wise and gameplay, everything. Graphics, it's like yeah, things can look beautiful, but I'm not going to like if a game is like for example like 2 games that come to mind, it's like Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet.
Right?
I'm not going to stop, like I'm playing the game fine, whatever. I'm not going to stop and look at a tree and like, guys, this is the worst game ever because of this tree. It looks so poorly detailed, or like, oh my gosh, this grass, it doesn't look like grass, or like what, like that whole thing. It's like that's why I prefer like I guess the performance of a game, like how much fun I can have with it, or like how it feels instead of like,
Yeah,
how it
I totally
looks.
agree.
Yes,
Like,
I do like how the game looks.
Again,
But
I love,
I
because
prefer,
I'll even say this,
like,
one of the next games I'm playing, like I would love to see, well, if they do make a Switch Pro and make it truly an upgrade. Like, let me say this, and I was even talking with my brother about this. Yeah, shout outs by the way, if he's watching. Like that they could easily put an extra chip, a graphics chip, where let's see if I can, yeah, I'm not even gonna try it, in the dock. They could put it inside the dock, like they can put it, yeah, because like they can make extra, like the console itself I can understand, but they can put it in the dock so that when you're playing it on the big screen, you can play it in higher resolution or 60 FPS, like you, yeah, or heck, if maybe pushing it to 120 FPS, like the PS5 and Xbox Series XS. Yeah, they could. Yeah, they could so easily fit it inside the dock. and you can play it with better performance on at least on TV, on the big screen. Yeah, but that was what we were talking about. Yeah, and yep, he agreed. Yeah, definitely. Like my brother's like agreeing with me right now in the chat. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, thanks for the agreement. But yeah.
There'd probably be a lot of people who would argue against that with like, oh, but that'll take away from the ease of the Switch, like being able to pull it out and put it back in super easily, because there'll probably be like extra things you have to plug in. It's like, who really cares?
Oh,
I'd rather run Breath of the
because
Wild.
here's what I'd say, my take on this. Make like the console itself stays the same. Maybe have a better chip inside. What was it? I'm trying to remember the name of the processor. It was yeah. But yeah, the processor in the Switch console, like they can upgrade that to a better chip, and they can make it the dock could easily be made bigger. They could make the dock bigger because it won't impact the console itself. Like they can fit more internals inside, like my computer. Like you can fit my PC, you can fit like a whole motherboard or whatnot, or all those technical stuff inside the computer. They could do the same thing with the Switch. They can make it just a tad bigger and put a graphics chip inside the dock, and along with everything else. So so it's all within the dock. So the graphics and frame rate, everything looks good on the big screen. Yeah, without sacrificing the portability of the Switch. Like that's just my take on what I feel they should do for the Switch Pro or whatever they call it. Yeah, and maybe even at least a little more storage. Like, because I mean, 64 gigabytes is like barely an upgrade. That's like, you still need a micro SD card to store more games. Like I don't know. I'm saying they should at least. I would be maybe 100 something. I don't know. Yeah, because I know Switch games aren't that big, but like, I don't know. That's what I'd say on Switch Pro. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I had Mortal Kombat on Switch. It took up a lot of storage. Took up a good chunk of storage. Just that one game, and I got the ultimate version with like the extra DLC characters and whatnot. Yeah, I love the game, by the way. It was a great game and my first M-rated game, but like it took up a lot of storage. I had to uninstall it. I had to like uninstall it just to install more games. Yeah, it's crazy. And yet it takes, but that's not as much storage as it takes up like on PC. It takes up 100 gigabytes for Mortal Kombat 1 or a lot of other AAA titles. Yeah. But anyways, let's continue onward to the next topic. Let us continue on to the next topic, which is what was it? Man, gosh, I can't remember what it was. It was, well, it was, yeah, and then it was Days versus Unicross. Which one? There's a remake. Gosh, I can't remember. Or what? Man, I'm trying to remember. What? Like, what was? It was the performance. Then Days versus Unicross. Gosh, I can't remember. Man, so yeah, it was Unicross related. It was related to Unicross. I think before that we were like, we were saying like, well, we were talking about immersion with the avatars.
Yeah, we were talking about immersion, like in general video games, then we switched on to.
Oh yeah.
think we
Yeah,
switched
Oh
on to,
yeah.
like games.
I think the next topic could be like
Yeah.
hmm. Oh, I got one. I got a good topic. If it were to play differently, what if Reunion Cross were to play, if they were to change something about it, like what would like, if you think they should do something unique with Reunion Cross, like like in terms of gameplay or like story progression or whatnot. Like, I'll go first for this example, like, so you can see where I'm going with this. Like, if they are to do something unique with Reunion Cross, if they are to go a different approach, I believe Union Cross would be really cool if it was a Warriors game, a Kingdom Hearts Warriors game. Because well, right? Because I mean, after all, the concept is Keyblade Warriors, and I mean, we still don't have a Kingdom Hearts Warriors game. Like, and when looking at games like Hyrule Warriors, Fire Emblem Warriors, Age of Calamity, which I have yet to finish since Tears of the Kingdom came out, and even that I haven't finished. But anyways, Persona 5 Strikers. What other Warriors game? Gosh, so many awesome Warriors games. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, like Kingdom Hearts would benefit from could benefit from a Warriors type game. I think it'd be neat. Like okay, it would kind of take away from what I said about, well, with immersion, with like, I mean, they could still keep the customization, like the avatar customization. You could still play as your avatar, but you can also switch between characters. Think about it. You can play as your avatar, but you can also, and he'll be the main character, but you could also switch between Ephemer or Scold or Loriam, like all these characters. You can switch, you can pair characters together, and you can switch between them. Like, man, that would be sick. That would be so cool. Like, if they are to go a different approach, that's how I would like to see them go with Reunion Cross. Yeah. If they are to do something unique to it. Yeah, that's my take.
I would say, like, okay, so I agree, like, full, like, I'm like immediately agree, because like, yeah, you see the dynasty, like the Dynasty Warriors kind of series of like games, that kind of stuff. You see all these characters you're playing alongside or whatever, and like, for me, it reminds me of Kingdom Hearts, because like there are times where you're already fighting a group of enemies, like, as like whoever it is, like Sora or whoever, like you're fighting, you're going along. It just reminds me like that, like it's kind of like on the line of like a Warriors type game, like that it could happen, it's possible, like gameplay wise, it's everything is there gameplay wise. It'd be story, that kind of stuff, but I would agree with like creating a custom character, like creating my character and playing like a Dynasty Warriors type of game, like a Kingdom Hearts Warriors. I agree with that. And that's just like with Kingdom Hearts. For me, I see other games in the Warrior style, even though I haven't played any of them. One of them I'd love to see personally, like, not to go off topic, is like a Kid Icarus Warriors type of game, but that's a whole different topic. Just, yeah, a Dynasty Warriors, a Kingdom Hearts Warriors, I would be like completely down for, like, in terms of like a Union
Of course,
Cross.
definitely. All right, Starlux. We'll go to you next. What's your take on, or if do you agree on a Warriors game, or do you think you have a different idea for what they could go on about it? Go right ahead.
I think a Warriors game would fit perfectly, like you guys said, because you know, the one of the main things about the game is that it's about, you know, a Keyblade war, and like I feel like if they wanted to depict it better, I think a Warriors game would be perfect. It's just that there was in Union Cross there was also gotcha game, whatever. But there's also a little bit of strategy, and a Warriors game can 100% do that as well. Be able to fit strategy into it too.
Yeah.
And keep some of the core
yes, the foretellers. Gula. Let us play as Gula and Ava.
Warriors game, I think it fit perfectly. As long as they let me play as Ava.
Yes, exactly. I like that's bringing me back to the Age of Calamity when I was unlocking. Unlocking Mifa was everything for me. Like unlocking Mifa and Sidon was everything for me. But anyways, that's besides the point. All right then. Aethel, up you go. What's your take?
Okay, so I gotta say, I'm not really familiar with Warriors type games entirely. I'm assuming that it's similar to like Final Fantasy Dissidia, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Is that what you guys are like talking about? That type of thing?
So think of like Kingdom Hearts gameplay, like maybe like Kingdom Hearts 2 or something. Look, okay, no. Think of the 1,000 Heartless battle in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay.
Think that, but like a whole game. There's like
and switching between characters.
Map and you're running around just slashing at enemies, anything like that, and you're completing like little objectives along the way. Like it's like, and then switching between characters, that kind of stuff. It's kind of like a, I mean, this is me. Like I haven't played, so I can't like 100% say this, but it's like the first thing I think of is like, okay, for example, you're playing as Link or something, and you're running around, and there's enemy bases that you have to go into, beat up the enemies, and capture the base for yourself, like capture that area. And it's like kind of like you have to make sure the other side doesn't defeat you or get too much like territory or whatever, or you lose. It's that kind of thing. But like, so like imagine that as like Kingdom Hearts, like 1,000 Heartless battle, but on a big map, and you have to secure certain objectives and make sure spots don't like, you don't lose certain areas or like territories from like the Heartless or the Nobodies, Dream Eaters, whatever.
Yeah.
So kind of like
basically,
in my mind,
essentially.
like the Guardians of Light fight mixed
Yeah.
with the 1,000 Heartless battle fight, but on a
Yeah,
bigger map.
exactly.
Yeah, it's like a bigger map with different points that you have to defend.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's still an
Yeah,
action
none of that
RPG.
turn like based
Right.
stuff.
Totally
Like that's the only
turn-based,
thing I will mention. That's the only thing from Recoded that I know about.
action-based.
The Olympus turn-based battle. That is the only thing I know without playing it. Before playing it. Yeah, it's all action-based.
That was a very interesting choice.
Well, having it introduced to me like that, I guess it'll be really interesting to get into the genre through Kingdom Hearts. I mean, Kingdom Hearts was technically my introduction to action RPG, and so like, what would be another genre to be introduced to? I think like having it being described like that.
Yeah. All right, then that's fair. Yeah, because man, seriously, we could. I mean, we got a rhythm game, Melody of Memory. We can get a Warriors game, Reunion Cross, as a Warriors type game. That would be an interesting approach towards Union Cross and the Key series and the Kingdom Hearts series as a whole.
I feel like
Oh yeah, I
feel like that would definitely hold my attention more than the rhythm game, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like as much as I love rhythm games in general, I cannot get myself into Melody of Memory. It's just, I don't know, it feels weird. I guess it's because there isn't as much action, so having a lot more action in the game.
Yeah, because like I'll say, because I didn't even finish Melody of Memory, so I could get what you're saying there, Aethel. Because yeah, I have personally, like, I think I only unlocked Team Days or whatever it was, the best trio, by the way, the best team in the game, by the way, from what I understand. Yeah, well, in Melody of Memory, I think in Melody of Memory it was Team Sora or Team Days or something. Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah, I could agree with what you're saying, but yeah, a Warriors game would be freaking epic. Like I would be down for Unicross to become a Warriors game. Like it could, after all, it's a reimagining of Unicross. It's a story in a different, told in its own unique way, different from that of Kingdom Hearts, while still being an action RPG. But yeah, let's see. What else? What could be the next take? Like, especially so that we can make time, for let's see. We talked about, well, general thoughts, immersion, Days vs. Reunion Cross. Well, we brought up the topic of performance versus graphics. Well, I guess, well, for the segment of Reunion Cross, we can finish off the Reunion Cross segment of the stream with the overall importance of Union Cross, or the key series, towards all of Kingdom Hearts, like how important it is to the entirety of Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, because then we can go into the topic of like Missing Link, all that good stuff. We can finish off the Reunion Cross segment of the podcast. Hang on.
I do want to say, like, I feel like we've kind of brushed over the topic of the gacha system because, like, I think it's just because we're all in agreement that it's not good. I guess, like, my experience with the gacha, it's like in all the free to play, free to start type of kind of games like that. It's like with this one, it's definitely I didn't see it like story wise, like in terms of like, okay, if you lose or like if you die, like you can pay a certain amount of jewels to like revive yourself and keep going. And they had challenges in the games in the story where it was like, okay, complete the game without using a continue or something. So like there's a point where it's like, okay, you can get to a certain point where you don't have to worry about that, especially because they had different abilities that you can revive yourself with, like second chance, like 2, 3, 4, like however many they had. Which that, like, I mean, I love that. I liked when I didn't have to worry about dying and then I have to restart the entire thing over again. But I mean, I don't know. So gacha in general, if it's like very controlled, if there's like, okay, you can do like a certain amount per day, but after a certain point we're cutting you off, like that would be fine, I guess, because there were certain things that I admit like I purchased because of like certain packs that came out that like I wanted to customize my character, or like there were certain medals I wanted, but
Same.
It's too complete, I guess, like how I wanted to look, or like how I wanted to play the game, that kind of stuff. And a lot of it towards the end was like, okay, you need jewels or you need money to buy jewels to get everything to like progress to where everybody else is. And that's the whole thing with that's the line between like whales and like that's what they were called back then. I remember those days. But yeah, just in general, gacha is, to a certain extent, it's like decent. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not saying it's amazing or good or great. It's like decent. It can be used in a certain way.
Totally.
I feel like in-game currency, like that you don't have to buy or anything, that you could just earn in the game, that's fine. Like you can earn jewels in the game by like playing it in certain events or whatever. But like once you have to buy that, once it's like an option to buy them, it seems kind of like okay, we're gonna make this a little bit harder to like kind of push you into buying so you can improve yourself rather than
I could see that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I could agree to that. To an extent, I can agree with that. But yeah, so the next topic for the Reunion Cross segment of the podcast, oh man, what was it? It was, it was, it was Well, I mean, well, yeah, final thoughts, but also it was yeah, the importance. Thanks, Starlux. Yeah, the overall importance to the overall lore and story of the entire Kingdom Hearts series, and this will be the big factor why Union Cross needs to be remade no matter when it happens. And yeah, this will be like the finishing point, like hands down, like why it needs a remake. So like I'll anyone want to go first on that? Did anyone want to go? All right then. All right then, Caleb.
I'll be right back, but you guys
All
can
right.
go first, and I'll.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. So I'd say maybe start with Aethel first. We'll go clockwise. While we wait for Caleb, we'll start with Aethel. The importance of importance of Union Cross, Dark Road, Missing Link. How important is the overall story of the key series towards the series, overall series as a whole?
Very important. I think this just goes without saying. I mean, there are so many people that are going to be already confused by Kingdom Hearts 3, and especially a lot of people who are more confused by Remind. And seeing how Nomura is using these mobile games, which aren't as easily accessible in the new arc, I mean, it is extremely important. A lot of people are going to try to, join on to the story, and they're going to wonder what's going on here. Who are these people? Why are we here? Who is this new mysterious dude in black cloaks? Why are they not the organization? And all that. Which, to be fair, like, these are questions that we as fans of the series are already asking as well, but it's like, the difference is, we kind of have somewhat of an idea, but like, if we're confused by what's going on in the story, imagine someone who's just trying to get into it, imagine someone who's like, imagine someone who sees like a TV commercial for Kingdom Hearts 4, for example, and they see all this cool stuff, and they try to get into it, and then they just see how overwhelming the story is. And especially now that like Nomura has all this important backstory in Union Cross and in Dark Road, and now especially with Missing Link, which honestly with the track record going on, that might also become like a limited access story. It's not the best way to tell a story. You don't, when you're telling a story to an audience, you want to make sure that they have all parts of the puzzle so that they can follow along, so that they can be connected as well. Because mostly what we have for the console, all we have is like, we know Sora's story, we know Roxas, we know Ventus, we know all of these trio stories, but we don't know about Lorium, we don't know about Strelitzia. Like anyone looking at the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer is going to wonder why some bootleg Naminé is there when it's not Naminé. And that's doing Strelitzia so dirty, but like that's I'm speaking as someone who, like, from the perspective of someone who's looking into it. People need to know who these people are. People need to know where we are. People need to know what exactly Quadratum is and, like, the whole, like, how everything is established. Because without that, you're missing, arguably, like, a huge part of the story. You're missing a lot of context. And, yes, granted, while I guess you could play the games without that context, part of the charm that comes with Kingdom Hearts is knowing the story itself, feeling the impact, feeling all the story beats. That's why, the Seesaw Trio was so impactful. That's why,
Wayfinder,
I guess to a lesser extent, that's why, what do they call the Terra Ventus Aqua Trio?
Wayfinder Trio?
The Wayfinder Trio, there you go.
Wayfinders.
Right, that's why, like, their story beats are so important.
Welcome back.
Without knowing the story, without knowing, like, any of that, we miss out on those story beats, and it's not fair to all the new players and all the newcomers to the story if they don't have it as well. So I'd say these games are, they're unfortunately the most important of the whole storyline. And I say unfortunate because so many people ignore mobile games, and it's like, and I guess just to go on a side tangent, it's also like, one thing that's coming to mind is also like the Sonic series, like the Sonic games, because you have so many other games that are like, apparently Sega is being so adamant on having everything be canon, but the thing is, Sonic, like Kingdom Hearts, has a very complex storyline to it, and you know, we're seeing, and you know, it's like seeing a repeat. You know, a lot of the Sonic story is very inaccessible, and even the Sonic series has its own story problems, and overall, you know, Kingdom Hearts could save itself if these mobile games are easily accessible. So I would say its importance, even with me saying all this, is, I feel, is a very huge understatement. It is extremely important.
Yeah, of course.
The community
All
needs
right then.
easier access
Starlux,
to it, and
yeah, you're
honestly,
next.
Like, it's a shame where it's ending up now.
Well said. Well said. Yeah. To go right directly where you ended off, Aethel. I feel like the Kingdom Hearts series is going in a dangerous direction, especially with Missing Link being the second story-based mobile game in the series. As much as I'm personally excited for it, for how much I enjoyed Union Cross, because I loved Union Cross, even it being a gacha 2D metal collector game, I loved that game, even the gameplay. And I'm gonna love Missing Link, but it's going in a dangerous direction for one, Union Cross not being accessible, and now two, a massive story-based game once again being another mobile game. And granted, it looks better, it plays like a traditional game, it's going to be more accessible hopefully, and Nomura did promise and state that they won't make the same mistakes they made with Union Cross, but you know, we're heading in a dangerous direction with this second mobile game, and then the inaccessibility of the Union Cross story. You know, it worries me a little bit for, like, they just made it so easy for people to get into the series, and now we're kind of going in the opposite direction, because there's going to be a lot of people who are like, oh, so what's next in the Kingdom Hearts series? Oh, you have to play this mobile game. What do you mean I have to play a mobile game? It's like, I just bought a collection. I thought I could play all of them through collections or consoles or whatever, and you know, we're heading in a bit of an opposite direction, and I feel like there's a lot of you know, stuff on the line. Like Kingdom Hearts will be fine, it's Kingdom Hearts, but like in terms of newcomers, you know, we just got it easy for them, and it feels like we're making it a little harder now. As much as I'm excited for Missing Link, I'm ecstatic for Missing Link. I can't wait, but you know, it's a bit, like Aethel said, it's a bit,
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree. All right, Khalib, you're next.
Yep. To kind of, well, I mean, not to counter anybody's statements or like for what I heard, but what Starlux said about everything being like, it's hard to explain it, but like what he mentioned, that Nomura said that they're not gonna make the same mistakes that they did with Union Cross. That's referring to cutscene, like that's like very like heavily like that. They said that it was referring to like cutscenes and like story placement or whatever, like story updates. Because in Union Cross it was story updates where it's like you get a bunch of missions in like this little frame, and then you complete them all, and then sprinkled throughout are little pieces of the story, and like story cutscenes,
Right.
like not like the world cutscenes, like story, like full on, like this is lore that we need to know for like the rest of the series moving forward. So I think what they mean by it, like what he meant by that was that story wise, that it's not gonna be like as spread out
regularly,
in that sense, and it's not gonna be like, well, they said that the game was gonna be updated I guess like story wise a lot more frequently, which is still good to an extent. It's like but it's still kind of, in a way, it makes it feel kind of like incomplete. It's like, oh, I'm playing like an incomplete game, in a sense. I mean, I don't mind that personally. It's like, as long as there's enough to keep me busy and I'm going through the story, it's fine. But overall, I think that it's like that Missing Link will be just this big. I feel like it'll be fine on its, like, standing on its own. Yes, it's another mobile game, but I think if they play their cards right, if they do this the right way, that it can be again, like an upgrade of Union Cross in that sense, like story wise, because again, Union Cross, all the stories all over the place. A weird way to get into it, but I'm pretty sure that Missing Link will improve on that. They'll see what they did wrong with that, and they're going to be improving on in Missing Link. So I'd say that I'm looking forward to it. Of course, it's gonna be crazy, and then playing all together is also gonna be really fun in that sense. But story is
all right. That's a good point. That's a great point. So okay, so my take on the importance of Union Cross, adding on to what literally all of you said, like, yes, and I'm gonna be straight up. I'm gonna be upfront right now. Key, Unchained Key, Union Cross, Dark Road, Missing Link, the Key series, I'm gonna make a clear statement, is the most important series in all of the 3 series. So Key series, Dark Seeker Saga, Lost Masters arc, Key series is the most important, like, of the 3, because let's not forget that, like, from adding to what you all said, like going into 4 and beyond, they're gonna be like confused, like, who are these characters, like my take, like Strelitzia. Who's Strelitzia? Who's Strelitzia? Like, I thought it was, what was it, Nominee? Like, I thought it was Nominee.
Right.
I know that there was a bunch of people. It's like, okay, whoever didn't play the mobile game or watch the cutscenes.
Exactly. Like where did this girl come from? Who is this girl that showed up to Sora's apartment in the first Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer? We don't, like, not everyone knows. Not everyone knows, because you find out in Union Cross. Oh, she's a Keyblade wielder and Lauriam's younger sister, who was unfortunately killed and ended up in Quadratum, and we see her show up to Sora's apartment in the first Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, along with the Master of Masters and Lucio and Sigurd. What Marluxia and Larxene? Where did they come from? Union Cross. Lauriam and Alrena from Union Cross, and Ventus also from debuted in Birth by Sleep. Yes. But came from Ventus. He too came from Union Cross, and of course, but yeah, and let's not forget a big one. This is the big one, Xehanort. Where did he come from? The main antagonist, the main villain, the one who has his own saga, the villain of his own saga. Where did he come from? He came from Union Cross. He was the player reincarnated into Xehanort, young Xehanort, who years later became Master Xehanort in the events of Birth by Sleep. Who took control of Terra, who took control of Terra and became Terra Xehanort, who then would later work for Ansem and take Ansem the Wise's name, who we fight in Kingdom Hearts 1 as Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, and Xemnas. Again, like I already mentioned, Marluxia and Larxene, and Xemnas is the members of original organization, like, again, Marluxia, Larxene, and to an extent maybe even Luxord, or, well, we don't know much, or whatnot. Like, from what in Kingdom Hearts 3 they were talking, like, mentioned something about the Keyblade War, when they were talking to Xemnas, one of the scenes they mentioned ancient times, so therefore a lot of these characters, they came from Union Cross, a lot of these characters, and then going into Kingdom Hearts 4 and beyond, we know that Union Cross characters Unicross characters are going to be returning in the Lost Masters arc. Like, as the name implies, it's the Lost Masters arc. The Lost Masters from Unicross, the Master of Masters, Lucio, the Foretellers, the new Union leaders, like all that all that good stuff. Like Unicross, and so therefore, like the key series is like almost like it's the genesis of the Kingdom Hearts series. Like, yeah, Kingdom Hearts started, as we know, it started with Kingdom Hearts 1. Like everything, like the entire series since 1, the very first game in the series, is tied to Unicross. Everything that happened throughout Key series was built on from Unicross. Like, again, like with I'm trying to think, like with again, Xemnas, Xehanort, the main antagonist of his own saga, is Ansem, came from Xehanort, and then Xemnas, and of course, introduced to Marluxia and Larxene, originally Lorium and Elrena, in Chain of Memories, like, and then the epilogue of Kingdom Hearts 3, the epilogue, or even throughout the story, when in Kingdom Hearts 3, throughout the story, like after Sora and friends fell to darkness, and as the saying, the darkness prevail, light expires, all that good stuff. Like, after Sora saved his friends, had to fight off the Lich, and had to reset the timeline, save his friends, and who do we see during the Demon-Tide battle? Ephemer. We see Ephemer and the fallen Keyblade wielders from Unicross, and then we see in the epilogue, as I already mentioned, who do we see? The Foreteller. We see Ira, Envy, Gula, and Asad. No Ava. Why? Where on earth is Ava? Anyways, and Lucio. We see Lucio and the Foretellers come back to lead into the Lost Masters arc. And of course, in Yazora's secret movie, we see the Master of Masters. And in the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, we see Strelitzia, the Master of Masters, Lucio, and Sigurd is narrating the trailer. So, with all that being said, like, the entire Kingdom Hearts series is tied to Unicross. It is the genesis. It is what leads to everything that happens going into 4. Like, the whole series, the Darkseeker Saga and Lost Masters arc are both tied to Unicross in the Key series, and the Lost Masters arc is heavily influenced by the Key series, and so because of that, they absolutely need to remake Unicross and Dark Road and make it so that the Key series as a whole is playable on console and PC and more widely accessible. And seriously, those that are being all like, oh, but you can watch it for free. Like, I'm personally looking at the game as a whole and what it offers, and like Unicross, like, seeing as you can't play it and you could just watch it, like, it doesn't offer much. Like, I'm playing all these other Kingdom Hearts games, like you're playing these games from beginning to end, like, and they have complete, and that's another thing, replay value. Like the other and that's something we can all argue against, replay value. Like, all the other games have full replay value, and so that we like, once you beat the game, you feel incentivized to play the game again. Like I'm sure we can all agree how many times, like, we've played the games like more times than we can count. Like, even myself, like, we've played the Kingdom Hearts game. Like, I mean, because Unicross has no replay value, like, literally none. Like, you're just gonna watch the cutscenes once, and you're not gonna watch it again. And I wouldn't be surprised if people uninstalled it afterwards. Yeah, so yeah, exactly. Like, what's your guys' take when it comes to replay value? Like, the importance of replay value in Kingdom Hearts. I'm asking you guys.
I can say, yeah, I'll say, replay value. It's like I agree with what you're saying. It's like for all the other games, you can play them, you can experience the cutscenes over again, like all of that. You can do that in the mainline game, or like mainline games, in all of the other games. But like with Union Cross, it's like the only thing that you could basically do. It's like, yeah, you can go and play specific missions again if you want, like try and get a better score or something. But like there's no, like, once you do that, if you already completed them, there's like no reason to go back to them, besides like, okay, let me just, like, I can pull up the cutscene or something, or like whatever, you know. So I agree. It's like replay value is definitely something that's important to
Yeah, like Kingdom Hearts 3.
thing. Like
Oh
whether it
yeah,
comes
Dream
in
Drop
the form of,
Distance.
like, New Game Plus or any of that for any other games, and like Dream Drop Distance too, like transferring stuff over, like all of that. It's definitely, like, the replay value is definitely important. For other games where it's just like you don't get that, you don't get like a New Game Plus or anything, or just
Yeah, play on harder difficulty.
That's it. It leaves you kind of like
Or-
empty. It's like,
or
okay,
challenge
maybe,
yourself.
like, add some difficulty to it. Add like a new difficulty or something. Add something to. Well, they did do that, but it was very. It was. They did do like a proud mode of like the story as well, but it was like a lot of it was like, oh, you cannot use a specific metal, or you have to use
Yeah.
this specific keyblade. That's like, it's putting you at a disadvantage from the start. And if you're not like a really good player, or if like you don't spend money on the game, or if you're not a whale, you're going to have a tough time with these missions or these levels or whatever. At least in Union Cross. So it kind of pushes back at you. It's like, okay, you want replay value here, but then you don't want to play it because it's too, like, it's not the same. It's not like it's too difficult or whatever. So yeah, overall, replay value is like super important, especially to this series, because you pick up stuff, you notice things afterwards, after like your second or third time playing through, or like just like even me editing gameplay or like cutscenes from Dream Drop, I'm like, wait, this makes a lot more sense now because this and this and this, and this character is
Exactly.
actually this.
Please.
That
Yes.
makes sense.
Thanks. That
So
we need
it's-
it. All right,
replay
Sarlux,
value.
Aethel.
Beautiful.
Your
need
guys'
more
take
replay value.
replay value.
I could
Not
go and
necessarily
then-
replay value, but yeah, go ahead. Sure.
No, okay. No, I was okay. So replay value in games in general, very super important. Like I find that it's really difficult for me to replay games anyway, unless there's like some incentive for me to. Yes, just in general. 'Cause,
In
like,
post game?
usually when I play through a game, I'll play through it like once, maybe twice.
Yeah.
To get the story, but like, if there's no end game content in it, or if there's nothing like extra to keep me play it, yeah, post game. That's what I meant. If there's nothing like post game for me to come back to, or if there's no challenges or anything, I'm gonna be a lot less inclined to play it. Whereas like, if there's something that keeps me engaged, if there's like a challenge that can keep me invested in the game long after I beat it, that'll make me want to play through the game more, and it'll make me like replay it. Because like, if I know, like, I don't know, like, if I know what the post game content is about, or if I know like, oh hey, you know, I've gotten so much better at this game, there's all this new tech, you know, why don't I just try to go back to the beginning and apply what I learned? It's why New Game Plus is also very much like appreciated in a lot of like RPG games, you know, because like you have all your gear and stuff, and you're like, okay, wait a second, I can do this now. I can play so much better than when I was playing through the first couple of times. But also like replay value in general. One game that comes to my mind, just not to sidetrack too much, is a game called Celeste. Which is I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it. It's a platform game, but like it's so simple like on the surface, but as you play the game more, you learn more and more mechanics that like you could have always done from the beginning of the game, and that's that's really what's most appealing, you know, being able to take something that you learn later in the game and apply it to early game. And honestly, just replayability is just really important, like in my opinion in general. And in terms of Kingdom Hearts, like you do have some replay value. Like you can always just like oh hey, let's try to beat our speedrun time, or you know, there's also New Game Plus playing through like different categories, different categories. You can play through different skill levels. You can challenge yourself.
Yes.
And there's a lot, and like even with
Yes.
Kingdom Hearts 3, there's a lot more challenges. You know, with thanks to you can have challenges, or you can get rid of the challenges thanks to all the pro and easy codes, and that just adds so much depth to the game, and it just, I think overall, like, increases the longevity of the game without artificially increasing its length. You know, so having all the replay value just really helps to enhance the game, and especially for games like this, you know, you want your player to be interested long after, you know, they finish the game, and giving them something to come back to, giving them more incentive to keep playing it and keep the interaction going, it just goes such a long way. Where as opposed to like any other game, like I can't really think of any at the moment, but like games where they only give you like
Right then.
one or two things.
Starlux,
and, like,
your thoughts on
that's it, you have
replay
nothing
value?
else. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on it.
For Kingdom Hearts, especially, like, replaying the games and, you know, doing the post-game content and doing all that is, like really special when it comes to this series. It feels like each game is an experience and something you know, you come back to, you reflect on, you think about, you know, it becomes a part of you. There's a reason the series is so popular and so special to a lot of people. And, Missing Link now and even then doesn't have that. You watch the cutscenes or you play through the game and that's it. Like, it feels like you're just doing it just so you can be caught up with the story and to understand what's going on. And there's a lot of the impact and the specialness of Union Cross left out. And I feel like if it did get a remake, like a Warriors game with collectibles, with objectives, with special side missions and everything, it'd make it a lot more of a special and memorable experience. And I feel like it could probably have the potential to be really high on people's lists, because for me it's some of my favorite story from the series, but it's so limited by what it is and was. Like, you know, I feel like it could it could do better with some, you know, with replay value, because it's really important. You know, I've played Kingdom Hearts 1 despite, you know, its flaws and everything so many times, and you know, you can't do that with Union Cross. It's like, oh yeah, I can rewatch.
Yeah, exactly. Because, like, who wants, like, and again, it also goes with Dazed and Recoded, the movie versions. Who wants to watch it again when we'd rather play it again? Because like with replay value, because like with both replay value and post game, because both of those are important. With replay value, and first things first, post game, like it's waiting for you to keep playing the game, and it's something that you can only unlock when you beat the game, like Kingdom Hearts 2 with I know Vanilla didn't have post game. Vanilla didn't have a post game. It lacked, like, no secret bosses other than Sephiroth. Sephiroth was the only secret boss and all that stuff. And then Final Mix added like the Mushroom 13, the Roxas fight, which is my overall favorite fight in the series, and the data battles, the data fights, and Lingering Will spawn and stuff, like, and Kingdom Hearts 3 with its post game, even though, base Cage 3 with the Dark Inferno, like, yeah, come on, who likes that boss? Or and Remind with DLC, like the Remind DLC added like
What does family plan?
Added the data battles, of course, the Remind scenario, the data battles, and of course Yozora, um, and yeah, all that stuff. But yeah, and this in the same value as replay value, or no, post game replay value. It pushes people. It motivates people to keep playing the game, and it shows people that this game is worth playing beyond that of when you beat it the first time. Like, cause like just like with all the other Kingdom Hearts games, like I want to play Union Cross. I would like to be able to play Union Cross beyond that of the first time, beyond that of the first playthrough. So yeah, that's my take. That replay value is and post game are so very important to any game, not even just Kingdom Hearts, like any video game like ever. So yeah, that's my take when it comes to replay value. But yeah, so to close out the Reunion Cross segment of this podcast, the final take, which, like, you'd rather, do you agree, like, do we all agree Union Cross needs a remake? Do we not care? Like, now, regardless, free on phone or not, free or not, like, do we not care? Even if we have to pay for a Reunion Cross remake, would you still be willing to? Like, would you be up for it? Would you? Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Like, you should get what I'm saying. Like, would you still be up for it? Like, even free or not, would you be all right with paying to play Union Cross if it means making the game playable again on consoles and in a different style, in like a console game? Would you be up for it? Like, would you be down for it?
Yeah,
Yep.
100%. Like, I don't care if, like, I have to pay for it, because, like, I mean, if it's gonna be put to consoles, yeah, you're gonna have to
Yeah.
pay for it.
Starlux,
Like,
Aethel?
it depends on
Mm-hmm.
like what they add to it, how they improve the game. But yes, I'm all for it.
I'd 100% pay for it. I'd 100% pay for it. I mean, come on, I love the game so much. I wouldn't be ranting here about it for however long we've been here if I didn't love the game. But you know, you can love something and also be very frustrated.
Yeah, you wouldn't mind paying for it, even if it meant paying to play it again. Yeah, you wouldn't mind paying for it. Aethel, what about you?
I'll put it this way. If
Right?
we are more than willing to buy the whole Kingdom Hearts series every single time it re-releases, I'm pretty sure we are definitely more than willing to buy Reunion Cross. Like, if we don't, then
Yeah.
we're not Kingdom Hearts fans. Like,
Let me say this. I got Kingdom Hearts 3 on Xbox. That was the first time. Well, all the Kingdom Hearts games were on Xbox. I got them all. Well, except Melody of Memory. Besides Melody of Memory. But then I got them on PC. Yeah, I know. Please release them on Steam. Please. Like, I would like, so that, yeah, because Epic Games, like, sucks. But I mean, either way, the game's still good. I'm glad I have them. I can play them off my computer. And then, man, they look so smooth. Kingdom Hearts 3 especially. But yeah, if like, and I'm likely, if I'm to get a PS5, I'm gonna get Kingdom Hearts on the PlayStation version. That means I'll have three versions of Kingdom Hearts on 3 different platforms. So if I'm willing to pay for that, then go for it. We don't care, free or not. We'll here, take our money. Take my money. Yeah, here, take it. Take our money, please. Well,
I think they already have my wallet.
man, that's one of my things on my wish list. Hopefully I got a Kingdom Hearts wallet, and I don't know. I don't know if that one specifically. I got a Kingdom Hearts wallet and a coffee mug. Yeah, but like, But yeah, so yeah, it's confirmed. We all believe Union Cross deserves a remake. With all those points that we mentioned, it needs a remake. We please, whenever. We don't care when it happens or whether it's free or not. Before 4 or after 4. Like, it'll most likely be after 4. I will likely be real. It'll most likely be after 4. But that's perfect because, get this, we're most likely not going to get Kingdom Hearts 5 right off the bat. Like right after 4. With what we've seen, like, we're likely going to get some kind of bridge games. We're going to likely get more bridge games like Chain of Memories, all that kind of stuff, after 4, leading up to 5. So that's the perfect, like, a lot of people want Vern Rex or a Yozora game. They can do that in addition to Reunion Cross. And let's not forget this. They made 358 Days Over 2, Birth by Sleep, Recoded, and Dream Drop Distance simultaneously. If I remember correctly, they made one game simultaneously. They made all 4 of those games simultaneously and released them one after another. If I'm not mistaken. Days, Birth by Sleep, Recoded, and Dream Drop Distance. They made and released 4 games simultaneously. Oh, I just know they were released one after the other. I know that. I just don't.
In terms of them working on them at the same time, like, I mean, that's just every. Yeah. It's like, I mean, like, usually, like, companies, they kind of like split up into like, other projects, that kind of stuff, like, that I know of. So, like, there's like, I mean, I don't know exactly what it was, but it could be possible where they were working on
6 years
at a time. Like, for 3 as well. Like, 3 was in production for however long, for a while, because they had to switch engines or whatever. That whole thing. I saw a video on that recently. But like, yeah, they had other games, they had other projects that they were working on, and during that time, or like even just bringing out like the ports of the games to like the other, like, to updated consoles and all the bundles, everything.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because so yeah, if they can
simultaneously,
like, I'm not saying they need to make like do the same thing. Like, if, like, in my opinion, and this is my take, after Kingdom Hearts 4, they can do Reunion Cross, and this is my, like, when it comes to it, Dark Road as well. There's 2 ways they can go about it, apart from what we were talking about, it being a Warriors game, all that stuff. There's 2 ways I can see them doing it, like, or in terms of releasing it. They could either A, remake Union Cross, make it the base game, do what they did with Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's possible they'll do it with Kingdom Hearts 4 as well. Speculation. They can do the main game is Reunion Cross, and then later add Dark Road episode Dark Road as DLC. That's plan A. They could do it like that. They could release Dark Road at a later time as DLC. Or plan B, they could just get Reunion Cross and Dark Road, remake both of them, and release them simultaneously at the same time. Since after all, they have the story, both the story, full story of Union Cross and Dark Road, as well as the assets to do it, like with back cover and Miss Link, all that stuff. So yeah, I could see either approach. Like, I could see them doing either or approach, like with remaking Union Cross and all that. But yeah, so all right, that covers Reunion Cross. Nomura, please remake this game. We want it. We don't care, free on this phone or not. We don't care. Yeah, we do not care. Pay for it or not, free or not, or we want it. Please give it to us. We are begging and pleading for it. But yeah, so now as we can move on to the next topic of the stream, or the podcast. Our thoughts on going into next year, because we are approaching the end of 2023, like how we ended off phase 1, or the Dark Seeker saga of Kingdom Hearts. We are now in the new Lost Masters arc. We're entering the Lost Masters arc. Kingdom Hearts Missing Link coming out next year, 2024. Oh my gosh, I can hardly wait for that game. Mobile game, even if it's a mobile game, from what I've seen, I cannot wait to play it. That is like probably an exception to mobile games that I will make. I'm still holding out hope for a PC or console release, like we already discussed. But yeah, like, man, seriously, like, so the first thing we'll talk about in this, and I guess ending segment, Missing Link. Start off with like, so the 4 topics: Missing Link, Sora amiibo, and Kingdom Hearts 4. So Missing Link, what are our thoughts on Missing Link from what we've seen with the closed beta, with the gameplay or cutscenes, whatever, and from what we've seen in Missing Link, what are we most excited for when it comes to Missing Link? And yeah, the gameplay, everything. Just go for it. Caleb, we'll let you go first.
All right.
Same.
Okay. Firstly, well, one thing, jokingly, I think I need a new phone. For this, because this is like a, what is it, a 12 right now? iPhone 12. I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's that's one thing. I mean, joking but kind of serious, that I think I'm gonna need a new phone or whatever. I'm worried about that.
I think
But,
the PlayStation Backbone.
There's like,
I think
an
that's what it was
attachment,
called.
there's like an accessory where like you can plug it into your phone. It's like a controller, so it's like a PlayStation
Yeah.
controller.
I've seen the ones with the that are styled like,
I don't think-
yeah,
there's,
like the Switch
other- there's,
Joy-Cons.
not off-brand, but there's another type of it where it's that, like it's literally that. But the PS5, the Joy-Cons, yeah. So that's one thing. I'm really looking forward to just being able to play the game. Again, customization, all that kind of stuff. But I'm excited for what the game like has to offer, and I'm disappointed that like us out here didn't get to play it, but the beta, because they did the super closed beta
Right.
however long ago already, and then this one they did, it was everybody but the US or something like that. It's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's like that was
Why can't we be part of this closed beta?
Or something soon. Which I'm
Yeah,
like,
but
oh, come
and
on,
yet,
really?
but yet
Like,
then,
you serious?
yeah, and yet then they're allowed to stream it. They were allowed to stream Missing
I mean,
Link.
we'd probably like leak everything. Like us, we'd probably like data mine everything and like.
Oh,
I
like
really-
leak, like what Tears of the King, like how Tears of the Kingdom got leaked.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like I'm talking about like the data miners or whoever, like the people who, like, I mean, that are used to like, okay, going into the game, like going into the game's files and just leaking everything, like putting it out on the internet. It's like maybe they're afraid of that. I don't know, but they might have their reasons. I don't know, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this game, definitely. Interested. One other thing I'm interested like in, I guess, going into the game would be the worlds that they put into the game. I heard that the music is like kind of placeholder-ish in a way, but we're getting the location-wise, like it's looking like some what's the
Oh yeah.
You like what you like.
Yes. All right then. Yeah, I could say the same. All right. I guess who wants to go next? Starlux, Aethel, who wants to go next? Oh, yeah. No, just yeah, 20. Hopefully early, like my personal bet, May. It would be cool if it came out in May. A little rant real quick, a little something we need to say. If it comes out in May, I'd be fine with that because it'll be a coincidence because that's when Tears of the Kingdom came out. Like it came out a year after Tears of the Kingdom, so I don't know. That's just me. Oh, along with Sora amiibo. It would be like I believe me, it would be hilarious. After all, Sora came to Smash and they announced the cloud versions of the games, but they did this. It would be just as cool. That would be just as cool as Sora for Smash and Switch Kingdom Hearts games. Yeah, man, that hmm. 100. Yeah, that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Like, and because let me say real quick, that is something that will never happen. Along, like things that we know for sure will not happen. Disney leaving Kingdom Hearts, that's never happening. We already know that's never happening. Kingdom Hearts, like Disney owns Kingdom Hearts. Like how many times do we gotta say it? Like yeah, and wait. Hang on a second. Yeah, wait a minute. Someone in the chat saying that hold on, Kayla was like talking on stream, no audio for some reason. Hang on, maybe is it the?
Oh, did something happen?
Like that just now, like this one of the. No, like it was just now. It was just now. I'm hearing. Let's see.
How long it's been
I don't know. Hopefully we can figure that out. Like. No, we heard you. Like okay. maybe I clicked the wrong thing. But yeah, I don't know. Like maybe this helped. I don't know. But let's continue. And chat, let us know if you hear us now or if you hear Caleb. Please let us know. But yeah, so what is it? Yeah, Kingdom Hearts leaving, Disney leaving Kingdom Hearts, that's never gonna happen. And yeah, a lot of other things. A lot of people are saying Kingdom Hearts should be Sora should, or characters should say curse words. That's like one thing I've seen in people's streams talking about, and that's actually that would make for an interesting topic. Will Kingdom Hearts become M-rated? That's never happening. Like I feel like it's never. Yeah. Yeah, like that. I doubt it.
No.
No, the closest they got. The closest they got with that was I think it was Dream Drop, one of the grid scenes.
Oh yeah, of course.
But yeah, that's pretty much
and
it.
There are Disney, like there's dark moments in Disney movies. Like I'll only name one of them, like Mufasa's death in Lion King. Like was rated G, and we see a death. Yeah, spoilers for those that haven't seen the movie, but But yeah, all right. Who like okay? Who didn't get to speak yet? Like who? All right. Like, let's maybe we can keep this brief if anything. Let's like. All right. What was it like? Missing Link. Thoughts on Missing Link? What are you hyped for? Starlux. We'll just start with you. Or Unicross.
All right. I'm hyped for the fact that it looks just like what Missing Link should have been. I mean, sorry, Union Cross, what Union Cross should have been. There we go. It looked great. It was really fun, and as somebody who enjoyed Union Cross, even when we had to review bomb the game when it was becoming too pay to win, I'm excited for Missing Link, and I'm excited for the multiplayer aspects, the story, everything, customization, all of that. I'm really excited for the game. It looks great, and I will be playing it, and I will be grinding it, and it will become, you know, the part of my day-to-day routine.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And Aethel,
that's about it.
What,
really
your turn.
I don't really have much to say besides that. I'm really excited for it.
Honestly, just from seeing the trailers and seeing like little snippets of gameplay here and there, I feel like it's going to be a lot more engaging than how Union Cross was, and that's something that's appealing to me. So it's definitely something that I'm going to be
Yeah, and I'm sure all of us, like, in fact,
I know whatever multiplayer aspect is Starlux
yeah,
is gonna be hitting me up constantly, so I got to get myself ready for that.
Yeah. No, it's all right. Yeah, because I'm gonna say, like Starlux and I have been saying, like, all four of us, because in case you saw, anyone in the chat, anyone watching don't know, we are IRL friends. We are in real life friends. Like, we live know each other. We know each other. Yeah, we live nearby, so we're close IRL friends. So yeah, we can get together and play Missing Link. Like Starlux is saying, we gotta get together and play Missing Link. Go out, we gotta go outside and fight some Heartless when the game comes out, and collect gems and all that. Yeah, just like in Pokemon Go.
For the first time in community history,
because that's my take. I'll say I do like the Pokemon Go aspect of Unicron, or no, Missing Link. Yeah, I love that aspect of it. Like, it gives, and especially since I'm in college, I'm gonna have a reason to be outside to fight Heartless. I'm gonna be pretty active fighting Heartless when the game comes out. Like, yeah, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of mobile games, but I'm still looking forward to it. I do like how there's controller support, and especially, like, in fact, hopefully I'll be able to I can figure out streaming it, like, hoping to stream the game as well. But yeah, definitely super hyped for it. Like, I especially love the extra character customization. From what I've seen, you have complete customization. You can change the color of the outfits even, from what I've seen in gameplay. Like, that is neat. Like I'll be rocking white and black and white, and black, white, and blue, or something. I don't know. Yep. Yeah, Caleb will be rocking his red attire, and vice versa. We can rock in our favorite colors, or whatever color outfit we want. That is a neat. I love that. Like, it is a step above Union Cross, and it really has learned a lot. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, like, again, May is probably the latest, I think. Maybe, like, seriously, it'll be a cool coincidence. But yeah, so next up, well, Sora amiibo. We can keep this part brief, because after all, like, we all know the hype we had with Sora coming to Smash. Like, it feels like it was just yesterday. Yeah, like, I'm still watching reactions to that to this day, and the reveal trailer. Like, that is in the history books now. Like I don't see myself not stopping watching that. That is, like, too memorable. And yeah, those that were like, Sora is never getting an amiibo. Like, here you go. Yeah, those that. Yeah, comedy gold.
Non-believers.
No,
Here you go.
it's comedy. It's comedy at that point. It's like I had a whole video. Like I'll kind of jump into it quickly, but I had a whole video, well, a few like kind of restarting back up like my YouTube or whatever, of just like characters that I that would be cool in Smash or whatever. And one of them, like, I thought, like, I put my hat in the ring. I was like, yeah, I think I'd like to see Sora. Like, I feel like he'd work all too well, all that kind of stuff. And then I made one final video kind of like explaining everything, like the timeline of like, oh, he was deconfirmed, or oh, Disney said this or whatever. I put all of that into like a video, and like I kind of explained it all like to the best of my ability, and like I left it at that, and I put my little concept at the end. And like it feels like okay, I hadn't like said this to anybody, but like I had multiple dreams of a Sora reveal trailer, and like just me sitting there watching it and like reacting to it, and, like screaming or like crying or whatever. And it sounds so silly, but like one of them was like, it was the dream, it was amazing, it was beautiful. And then I woke up and told my friends like, hey, like, did you guys see the trailer or whatever? And they were looking at me,
oh yeah,
like, what are you talking about? And then I woke up a second time. I was like, dude, there's no way that I had a dream inside of a dream about a reveal. I was like, dude, there's no way. It looked too real. And then like just to see it happen, and I don't know, just the overall, like the second the Keyblade popped up on the screen, I immediately, even me, I was like, yo, that's strike rate. Like he's throwing the Keyblade, it's spinning or whatever. Yo, that's strike rate. I popped off, but the second like the Keyblade popped up, I got calls from like 4 people, like 4 of my closest friends, of just like, dude, how do you feel? Or like, dude, I was taking a break and I saw what happened. Like, how you feel? It's crazy. I was like, dude, they're like, I'm at a loss for words. This is like literally
the perfect way to finish.
And the music in general just brings it home. Just like it's like an orchestral like finale of sorts. But so yeah, that's the reveal in general. But
yeah.
But like the amiibo, everybody was like, oh, it's not gonna happen because Disney is whatever. Why would Disney settle for less money? Why would Disney settle for less money when they could literally print out money? Like they could be printing out money with Sora amiibo. Like they're all sold out right now, pre-orders, everything. It's like at the end of the day as well, I do want to see, because at the bottom of amiibo things they have like the copyrights and like the trademark stuff. On the Cloud and Sephiroth ones, they say like Square Enix, like the copyright thing, the little C. It's like copyright Square Enix, and then it says design Tetsuya Nomura or whatever. So I'm saying like that's what would be on the bottom of the amiibo base. Like it'd say copyright Disney, because he's owned by Disney like 100%. It's like, and then design Tetsuya Nomura. I just want to, like, the second I get that amiibo, I'm taking it out of the box because I got 2, and then I'm looking at that and taking a picture.
Yeah.
Of it.
Because after all, like I said, it's Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora. Like, it's the OG. It's like, it's the classic Sora, so yeah. But yeah, like you are hooked. 2 Sora amiibos, you are hooked. Man, like I'm only gonna get 1, and I'm only just getting 1 for this collection.
I'm hooked. Yeah, no. I bought 2.
All right. Yeah, I think I would really like to get into the next topic, because I'm itching to get into the phase 2 with Kingdom Hearts 4, the possibility of an update. It's been 2 years now, almost 2 years, since that first trailer. I'm still watching that trailer, and I made a 60 FPS render. I actually re-rendered the trailer into 60 FPS. Yeah, for myself, just so I can watch it in 60 FPS. as a fun fact, off track fun fact there. But yeah, like it is like seriously, I cannot wait to see where like what the next trailer has to provide. Like what is we are now in phase 2. Sora is gone. We are the foretellers and the Unicross characters, what all that stuff are coming back. We are now in the world of fiction, the realm of fiction, the world of unreality, Quadratum, in Yazora's territory. Man, like so what are your thoughts? Like, what is the one thing you want to see the most in the next Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer? On the chance we get it next year, I firmly believe we should get it next year, a trailer, a new teaser or something next year, because it's been 2 years by that point. So what is the one thing you want to see the absolute most in the next Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, following what we've seen in the first one? Yeah, going around circle. Okay, yeah. So Caleb, I'll let you go first on this one.
100%.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, they said foretellers. Well, like you got that out there, but yeah, foretellers. That'd be kind of hype.
Rebirth.
Personally,
Yeah,
okay,
Rebirth. Yep,
here's what
the
I'm
most
thinking in
anticipated
terms of,
game.
like, when this would come out. So, Final Fantasy VII I'm pretty sure it's called Rebirth.
Rebirth, yeah.
Rebirth.
Mhm.
So I think that they're gonna try and push that like as much as they can, and then as that's closer to release, like as like that, because that comes out like next year or whatever. I think closer to when that's coming out, we'll get like another trailer. We'll get a Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer as like a surprise or something somewhere. You don't know where it is, when it will happen, but the closer to that game's reveal, like release date, like the closer we are to a reveal, because they don't want to like kind of take away from the hype of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Like, however you can do that, I don't know, but yeah, that's gonna be the case, I'm pretty sure. But what I do want to see is, what was it? I think just, okay, game like cutscene wise or like the trailer wise, I don't know if I want to see everything. I feel like I want to see, like, I don't want to see as much. I want to see like, yeah, certain things.
Yeah, final battle trailer.
Kingdom Hearts 3's trailers were towards the end were very spoiler heavy, and then some leaked early with like the final battle trailer got like had to be re-uploaded because they didn't take characters out of the trailer or something, which were big surprises and spoilers, that kind of stuff. I'd say like try to avoid that as much as you can. Just like kind of like focus on the worlds, maybe show like a quick tease of like one of the enemies or something or whatever. But yeah, like I'd say like focus more a little bit like on the worlds and like the gameplay, rather than like story cutscene, like story important cutscenes or whatever that. Yeah, they get us hyped, but some people like we find it as a little like,
yeah. All right, that's valid because
we know this is gonna happen.
I agree because yeah, please
that's what
shut the freaking spoilers up. Don't show us like okay, we show us Disney World, sure, but like what like don't show us as much as Kingdom Hearts 3. Like keep the trailers like minuscule. Don't like show us like gameplay or like improvements in the development, like things like that. And actually, to add on to this question, and Caleb will let you like finish up with like one more thing to that. What is one Disney movie or world you want to see? Like we're all gonna say like, what's the one Disney world? Just one Disney world we would like to see, be it in 4 or any Kingdom Hearts game after 4. Like, what's the one Disney world you personally want to see?
personally, I know it's technically already in Union Cross, but I do want to see them like bring like Wreck-It Ralph, like the first game, like, or the first movie of Wreck-It Ralph. I want to see them bring that back to like the I guess consoles or whatever. You've seen like they've done that before, but in reverse with all the other games or whatever in Union Cross. They brought them from Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, all these games, and they put them into Union Cross, and then they added Wreck-It Ralph into that, or Game Central Station or whatever. They added that into Union Cross. I feel like that would work so well as a actual like 3D.
True, that's true.
world,
That would be
if that
neat.
makes sense.
All right then.
I think that's the
So,
one where, other than that, like,
Aethel, what about you?
that'd be pretty
What's
fun.
what's the one thing you want to see in the next Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, and what's one world, Disney World, you want to see?
Okay, one of those is easier for me to answer than the other. So I guess for the next I guess for the next trailer, I want to see what world exactly, like, what is the first world that we're going to see in, you know, this new game. We kind of had a hint of that at the last trailer with Star Wars, but I want to actually get that confirmed. I want to see like the connection between like the new worlds, and I want to see like. But I want to see where it's going, because the trailer felt more of a teaser, you know? It's more like ideas. I want to see how it's going to all connect, you know? I want to see where the storyline is going, and
Yes.
overall, I want to see the Disney worlds, but I also want to see the Disney worlds done in a way where it actually is influential to the plot. Now, whether this might be too much for a trailer, not too sure. I also agree, I do not want the trailers to be as spoilered as like Kingdom Hearts 3, but I want to start seeing
Yeah, like
and
from
the story, and maybe sneak in a Final Fantasy.
oh, Sephiroth, yeah.
For a 5-second clip at the end, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
End of the trailer, just you see a feather falling down, and that's it. That's the end of the trailer.
Yeah.
And
Let's not forget, it's Square Enix
don't
and
even
Disney.
say
We
anything,
not
just-
just Final Fantasy. We also have The World Ends With You. We have
need our Final
Einhander
Fantasy
showing up in Kingdom Hearts, in Kingdom Hearts 3. So yeah, any Square Enix IPs. Yeah, we'd like to see that. Maybe even Dragon Quest. Yeah, continue.
Right.
Yeah, well, Disney and Pixar. Well, Kingdom Hearts 3 introduced Pixar characters, so Disney and Pixar characters like
Disney
Toy
owns Pixar
Story,
now, I've
Monsters
always
Inc.,
seen
etc. So Kingdom Hearts now has. I think they're integrated. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It looks their
Okay.
own kind of thing. So yeah.
Wait, How to Train Your Dragon?
Here's an idea. Here's a crazy
Hmm.
idea. We can put a How to Train Your Dragon world in it. That
Hmm.
would kind of be cool.
No, it's
When comes out,
DreamWorks.
especially yeah. That is a Pixar movie, I believe, right? Hold on.
It would be neat.
Oh. Well, I'm
Okay,
sorry, I'm
that
not
would
familiar
be
with
a
it.
cool concept though. That would be a cool.
Mega
concept.
Mind,
Okay, so
Shrek
hear me out,
World.
Can Disney buy DreamWorks so that we can get How to Train?
No, Mega Mind World in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts
Shrek World,
Yeah.
Shrek World, Shrek World.
Yes.
Shrek World.
We need a Shrek. Oh
And then you can just
goodness.
remove
Mhm.
Atlantica and get a Trolls World. There you go.
And
Yes, yes. New Melia Memory DLC drop trolls.
Trolls.
Oh my goodness. I'm honestly not too familiar with the whole Disney catalog these days. I don't even know if Disney's even putting out new stuff, honestly. Like that's worth like that has the same level of classics.
Word.
I feel like we have all the Disney
or
classics.
Disney.
So like Square, if you do want to, you know, I know I messed up on this one. So
Yeah,
but Square, if
neat.
you wanna-
That'd
if
be
you wanna
neat.
help DreamWorks, you know, if I'm in that, you know. We can get our Puss in Boots representation.
Yeah.
You know.
All right then.
I
That's
can't wait to fight. I can't wait to fight to death. with
Yeah,
Donald,
man.
Goofy, and
All right
Puss
then.
Boots by my side.
The ultimate Kingdom Hearts
Oh
experience.
yeah. So especially with Inside Out 2 coming out, man, seriously, that would be neat.
Inside Out.
I mean, they Frozen was in Kingdom Hearts 3 the same year that
Okay,
Frozen
that'd
2
be a
came
good
out,
one.
so that would be neat. So yeah, but that's your take, Aethel? All right then, Starlux, you're next.
I can kind of see how that.
What's the one thing you want? You kind of already
Yeah.
touched up on it, but the one thing you want to see the most in the next Cage 4 trailer and Disney World. Just go for it. Yeah, that's true.
Disney World is really hard because, you know, I feel like they've done a lot of really good worlds already, and I'm just excited to see what they bring next. Like, there's not really a world where I'm gonna be like, ew, this is in, you know, like I'm kind of excited for whatever they want to bring. I think it'd be really cool for Star Wars or even Marvel to be in though. I'm not against any of those at all. I think it'd be really cool. Like if there was a Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer and suddenly Spider-Man appeared, I would
Same
be
here.
really hyped.
I
Despite
would be all
not-
over that.
Yeah, The
despite not having
Incredibles.
watched Marvel movies. Or,
Yeah, that would be a neat
updated
one.
Spider-Man, I'd be really excited for that. I'd be
Wow,
incredible.
Wally.
Incredibles.
Yeah.
Incredibles.
A lot of
Really good.
possible Disney movies. Yeah, and as for
Mhm.
Ooh, that's an interesting one.
There's still a lot of good worlds that you could do. And then as for the trailer, yeah, like I said before, I desperately want to see the foretellers. Like, it was nice to see them at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, but like, where was Ava? Ava's my favorite. I really want to see the foretellers. And then I agree with everyone else. Please don't spoil the entire game because, like, yeah, the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailers were really hype, and then you play the game
yeah,
and like, wait, I
keep
saw
them
this
minimal,
trailer.
minimal.
It's,
Just gameplay. Show us the progression of the development.
trailer, but
Yeah, I totally agree on all those points.
Yeah.
All right then. So my take. What do I want to see the most out of the next Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer? Well, for one, Quadratum, Kingdom Hearts 4, Quadratum, Riku. We need to see, like, we already know Riku's gonna be there. He's on his way to Quadratum right now after following Melody of Memory. So we need to, I would like to see, and this goes for any trailer, really, any of them. We need to see Riku, Kingdom Hearts 4 Riku. Like we saw Sora and his new drips in Quadratum. Seriously, that outfit, the style, the art style, so cool. We need to see Riku in that art style. Yeah, like, and in the same vein, Yozora. Like, I know a lot of people were like, "Where's Yozora?" like he's gonna play a big role. Like, we're in Quadratum, we're in his territory. Where is the mysterious man from Vern Rex? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, where's Dylan Sprouse? And people are like, we want to play 40 hours as Dylan Sprouse.
Where's Zach and Cody at?
Yeah, in a Yozora game. Yeah, and as for Disney World, what Disney World I would personally like to see, like, you've all mentioned so many, like Moana, Wreck-It Ralph, like all those worlds, maybe even the Marvel. We did technically get Marvel though, technically with Big Hero 6. The Big Hero 6 is technically Marvel. Yeah, but oh yeah.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of.
Oh yeah, but as for one world I would like to see, well, like, I know we didn't, like, I'm only gonna mention these two because one of them is an honorable mention. The one world that I would personally like to see in Kingdom Hearts 4 or beyond would have to be we already got Lion King, and I was settled with that. But one thing I would like to see, and this is one that a lot of people are saying, like, because it fits with Kingdom Hearts 4, Coco. I just watched the movie like recently. it was so good. It would fit perfectly with Kingdom Hearts 4. Coco would be so sick. I didn't finish the movie because I guess, well, yeah, I only started watching it, but like, yeah, it looks so cool, and from what I understand, it would make a lot of sense for Kingdom Hearts 4, with the, well, afterlife aspect of it or whatnot. It would make sense from what we understand, from what people are saying. Yeah, I would love to see Coco in Kingdom Hearts 4. Like, so many to list on, but an honorable mention I have to give, like, we all know how bad Atlantica was, right? Yeah, like Atlantica, we all know how bad that was, like, in a lot of underwater worlds in general. Like, yeah, not everyone is a fan of them, but what, like, and even Kingdom Hearts 3 with the Caribbean. But one world, an honorable mention, Luca. Like, just think about it, all right? Picture it, all right? Picture this. Sora on surface, a human on the surface, and a sea monster in the water. He transforms into a sea monster. When he touches water, he turns into Sora and Goofy turn into sea monsters. Just like Luca. Like, and that would be the coolest underwater world in Kingdom Hearts. I would love to see that concept.
That'd be really cool.
That reminds.
Oh yeah, Monstropolis, Monsters Inc. Yes.
Sora transformations. I think my favorite, like, transformation wise for like Sora is like definitely the monster Sora.
Yeah.
Like, which I am,
Right.
I am so disappointed in Square Enix for not making a Bring Arts like monster Sora, because they did the Toy Story one, they did the Caribbean one, and they have like all of the other forms for the most part.
Yeah, they got the Funko Pop. They got Monstropolis Sora Funko Pop.
But there's no monster Sora. Like, it's the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the regular one and the exclusive one or whatever that's like fuzzy or whatever. But yeah, definitely. And I'm open for more transformations. One thing, speaking of transformations, that could happen. No, two things, two worlds. One, we already had a summon of this character, but Chicken Little. Just saying, we had a summon of it in the past.
Oh yes. Definitely, great movie. That would be great.
But the other one would be Zootopia.
Ooh, yes, I forgot about that movie.
Yes.
They can take from his beta design, from Sora's beta design.
Yeah.
Like the lion with like the tail and the
ears.
They can
have to.
Yeah, exactly. And after all, we already got Lion Cub Sora, best, like, in my opinion, the best form, along with Halloween Town, in my opinion. Like, better than Merman Sora, way superior to Merman Sora. And yeah, definitely, they could take that and the beta version, like you mentioned, and yeah, that would be so cool. Like, Lion Sora in Zootopia. And the humanoid form, like a humanoid animal. Yeah, that would be, or whatever, that would be so cool. But yeah, I would say, I guess we could say, and I'd say one last thing to close out the stream. If I can think of one last thing before we close out the stream, like, I'm trying to think, what's one way, the last closing thing we can do? Like, what's the one, I got one, like, what's like a mechanic and story thing, like a narrative plot point and mechanic, like an ability or like whatnot that you want to see from any of the past games, like any of them that you want to see in Kingdom Hearts, that you would like to see go into Kingdom Hearts 4? Yeah. Yeah, anything like so. Like let's say I'll list of examples like the drive forms, like Kingdom Hearts 2's drive forms, or Keyblade form changes, transformations in Kingdom Hearts 3. The D-Links thing, or like particular magic spell, like things like that. Like any kind of ability or mechanic that you personally want to see, and a narrative story point that you want to see from carried over into 4.
I'd say, okay, so I think one, I would say Keyblade transformations, definitely, because that was really cool what they did with all the Keyblades, like having them transform into different things and like come together. Like it was very cool. And they kind of teased that with like the keychain thing from the tease from Kingdom Hearts 4. Yeah, that's cool. That, and then I think what they did with flow motion in 3, maybe change it a little bit, make it a little bit more like Dream Drop. Not heavily, because like you still want people to like platform or whatever, and like that's part of these games. But like in one of the videos that I did, it's like I'm just jumping and like grabbing onto the wall and just wall jumping. It's like, yeah, this is the gameplay. Like, so less like, a little bit more like Dream Drop, but like some type of middle ground between.
And any narrative points, like what you'd like to see within the story, like what is it you want to see within the story of Kingdom Hearts 4? It could be something like that, like either something, a plot point that you want to see in 4, or a story within 4 where you want to see the most.
Right. I think like, I don't think like story wise anything. I'd like to see all the characters interact, like kind of how they started doing at the end of the Remind DLC. Like seeing all the characters interact, or like characters, and like at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, like seeing all the characters running around on the beach. Like I want to be able to like kind of see the growth in that department of like how these characters like got to know each other more.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, how they work.
All right, that's good.
Together,
all right, Starlux, what about you? What's your point you gotta make?
Yeah.
So a mechanic and a story thing.
Well,
maybe it'll come back to you.
Dang, I just
like, because remember the mechanic and story thing, like be it a plot from past games, or what do you want to see in 4?
Open enrollment is happening right now.
The Keyblade transformations are great, and I love them a lot. But I feel like I still felt like every Keyblade was like in Kingdom Hearts 3, you could upgrade your Keyblades and each one had their own uses. But I'd like to see a couple of Keyblades that do something similar to what they do in Recoded and Days, where it changes your combos and how Sora plays a little bit. So like bigger, heavier Keyblades give her what am I saying? Give him bigger, larger, and heavier swings, or shorter Keyblades give him quicker attacks, or maybe like
man, that would be neat. That would be, I would love to see that. After all, we see him dual wielding with pulling off Roxas, but let me say, Roxas really does it so much better. He doesn't need drive forms or form changes, like he can do it like on command. But yeah, do you remember like what was it, the story thing or whatnot, or what is it you were trying to remember?
It was the Dang, I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, the story
Hmm?
thing. The foretellers. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm a big foretellers enjoyer. If you can't tell. I just really want to see Sora interact with these characters from the past. That's it. I just want to see him interact with the foretellers. I want to see them as maybe the data fights. I also want to see him interact with Lushu and the Master of Masters. I just want to see more interaction with the characters from the Age of Fairy Tales. Like we got that for a
Yeah.
second. With
That's good.
Was like, "Need some help," but that wasn't enough.
Let's see.
I need a little bit
Aethel.
more than that.
All right.
Just a little bit more.
Go ahead, Caleb. Go ahead.
I want to say something really quickly. Obviously, really, really quickly. So with the Keyblades thing, with like the lengths of the Keyblades or whatever it brought up, I want them to bring
Yeah.
back the whole keychain thing because they
Yeah.
mentioned it in Kingdom Hearts 1 about like you change the keychain, that's what changes the blade. I need them to bring that back so people can
Yeah,
finally, like,
exactly.
put that
Because
debate
it's
to
in the
rest. It's like,
keychain. It's not the Keyblade itself. It's in the chain.
Third-party stuff or whatever. That's
But
all I
yeah,
wanna say.
Aethel, you're up. So the story thing and so a mechanic and a story thing you want to see in 4.
Anyway. Mechanic and story thing. Okay. So I'm gonna start out with the story thing. I really want to see how Sora is. And just to elaborate on this, like, for the whole series up to this point, his whole thing has been like my friends and my power, and seeing how he's literally like he was literally like a hotel for all like the other hearts that were in him this whole time. And I guess just using his whole fighting style, like that, it did build his character, but like it also made him really goofy at the same time. But now that he's basically I'm seeing in Kingdom Hearts 4 he's being his own person. Like he has to face these challenges on his own, and now he's like sort of maturing as well. And I just want to see like a more mature Sora. I want to see how does he handle his own fighting style? How does he handle, you know, not being disconnected from his friends in like a literal and like metaphorical sense. I really want to see how that character development goes for him. 'Cause I feel like this is gonna be like the first time in Kingdom Hearts history where we see him basically take on a role of like the serious, like, for lack of a better term, Final Fantasy character. And it's gonna break all of our hearts seeing how quickly he grew up. But I mean, it'd be nice. As for gameplay mechanics, first off, right off the bat, I would really want the Keyblade transformations to come back. Definitely. There's just so much combo potential in that, and like, I guess you can also put in like all the meta gimmicks such as like item canceling and all that. Like just how that could flow into it. I also want to see the shot locks.
Yeah.
I want to see like the
Yeah,
full
double
motion
form.
return.
Yeah,
Boy,
best
yep,
one.
have 'em. Arguably the best form change in the entire game.
Yeah.
I really hope that when form changes come back, I hope they keep the Oblivion and Oathkeeper as the same one. That was busted in like the best way possible. But that's
Airlock.
just me,
Yeah,
you know,
air step.
power high. So I hope that comes back. I hope that like shot locks and like being able to zip to enemies comes back as well. That was like, yeah, air step. That was the name of it. I really hope that comes back as well because there was so much traversal, like so much
Yes.
like, combat.
Please.
This is a little out of your question, but I really hope that attraction rides don't come back, or at least if they do, don't be.
Yeah,
don't be as busted.
I'm sure we all agree on that.
Have a better
Like,
introduction to
no
them,
one
because,
cared for the
I
attraction
can
flows in
train
Kingdom Hearts
them.
3, and when the patch came out where we were able to
Yeah.
disable it, yeah, that was a great thing, especially in critical mode. Yeah, with the patch we were able to disable it, and with the pro codes too. Yeah, I totally agree. Keep attraction flow out. Keep it in
Yeah.
3. But yeah, so that's your take. All right then. So my take. So first off, mechanic. I really like we've all mentioned a lot of things. Like, so I'll mention at least a good few things. For me, like, for magic, there's a magic spell, particular magic I'd like to see return. Kingdom Hearts 1 Aroga or Kingdom Hearts 2 Reflect. Like, I would like to defensive spells back, defensive magic spells. Not that I didn't like the arrow in Kingdom Hearts 3. I liked how you could like use it as like you could use the wind to get extra height and whatnot. I like that, but I like the defensive spells because it, like, I don't know, it because we need those defensive spells. And but for true mechanic things, like, I have to agree with a lot of us here. Form changes, I would love to see that, especially with this new scrap and build mechanic, the chain and whip thing we've seen in the first trailer. I'd like to see more of that. I would like to, because Keyblade transformations adds a whole new depth to the combat, and I would say between that and drive forms, I love the gameplay of form changes when you're in forms, like, rather than the drive forms that just give you like a buff and like just give you a buff or whatnot. But I would also like for it to be more controlled, like make it so like have it be like, because with the drive forms we had the drive gauge, which added more to the strategy. Like, it was because I can like sort of, I'm paying for the price, like I'm paying for it, like it adds to the more strategic, because you can store the form, like you can still store the form change, assuming they bring back switching keyblades like they did in 3. You can, I don't know, I just like the amount of control and strategy that the drive gauge gave us in 3 or in Kingdom Hearts 2. And I would like to see form changes, but make it more strategic, add a more strategic approach to it. Maybe give it like a separate like gauge or something. I don't know. That's just what I would say on that in that regard. But then when it comes to make it more strategic. After all, like, one thing we know is coming back. Reaction commands from Kingdom Hearts 2 are coming back in Kingdom Hearts 4, which because a lot of people wanted them, and man, I'm glad they're bringing that back, man. Like that, yeah, that's already one thing I'm glad they're bringing back. It's way more strategic compared to situation commands. Yeah, because like the whole meme of the whole triangle to win meme, if we all know about that, like Kingdom Hearts 3's situation commands is more so triangle to win than reaction commands, because like you're like saving these like Za spells only to spam them like crazy. You're spamming triangle like crazy with those when those spells come to you, whereas reaction commands, you react, as the term you react to the command, which adds to the strategy of the game and whatnot, and whatnot. So I'm so glad that's coming back. And yeah, I would love to see the form changes, maybe make it more balanced, like have a separate gauge or make the gauge better, add more strategic methods to the form changes. And as for story thing, I would really like to see I know, like, this is a debate topic, whether or not Sora at the end, will he stay in Quadratum or will he make it back home? And this will just this will be a quick, just say what your thoughts are. Do you think Sora will make it home? Yes or no? In your opinion, just right off the bat, what's your opinion on that? Like, do you think he'll make it home or not? Yes or no? I'm asking you guys. What do you guys think? Yeah, just in general, like.
Just like in general. Well, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, otherwise, Nomura has too many plans in the Kingdom Hearts series, and he's already gone on record to say that Sora means so much to the Kingdom Hearts series. He is not.
Yeah,
really
of course. Yeah, Starlux and Caleb, but like, do you think Sora is going home, back home, or to the realm of light, or is he stuck in Quadratum?
Yeah.
So I think he's going home. When? The question of when, I think it'd be cool to see, like, maybe towards the end, like he's not home just
Yeah,
yet, but,
because
like,
I will
waiting
say
for a while or something.
I
don't
wouldn't
know,
mind
but
staying in Quadratum. I like to
think he's going
see
home. In terms
what
of
they
when,
do.
that's
Like,
what I'm
I know a lot of people are saying they explore different districts or wards of Quadratum. Like, we already know about Shibuya, Shinjuku, and Minato. We'd like to see all those different wards of Tokyo, Japan in Quadratum. I think that'd be neat. Though, I mean, because the whole concept is finding Sora. Like, and heck, now, okay, I know the power of waking is not something to be trifled with. After all, that's what led Sora to Quadratum. Like, abusing the power of waking throughout 3 to get Aqua and Ventus back, and reset the timeline to save his friends, and to save Kairi, to bring Kairi back. He had to pay the ultimate price, and why he ended up in Quadratum and lost himself. But, like, I would... who's to say they can't possibly go back to Quadratum? Like, I don't know, it may be pushing it a little bit, because it would be nice to see Riku and Kairi and maybe all the characters coming together in Quadratum, since I know it's going to be a big point in the Lost Masters arc. It's going to play a major role, but yeah, I'd be like to... Yeah, that's what I'd say on that. Aethel, you already said. Caleb, Starlux, what do you have to say? What's your take? Yeah, because I believe it.
With a happy conclusion, so I think he'll go home. Maybe not without.
Yeah, definitely. I firmly believe it. Like, but of course we can all agree we're good either way. Like, we would like to explore more of Quadratum, but we'd be also happy to see him go home, because after all, just like Chain of Memories, it's been a year since what we've seen in Limit Cut and Secret Episode, all that stuff. It's been a year since well, within the story, since he disappeared and vanished and all that. So yeah, I think he deserves to get back home, like no matter when, even if it's in 5, like Kingdom Hearts 5, whenever. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so for story, but to continue what the story thing, because I got a little off track there. What I would like to see in the story, like, well, like, it's kind of like what a lot of you said with, like, I definitely would like to see, considering we did not see Ava in the epilogue, it would be really nice to see Sora and Ava team up. Like, what? No, like that would, it could be pushing it, but it would be nice to see them come together, and teaming up and whatnot, and like, like, but yeah, I would like to see them teaming up together, and hang on. But yeah, I'd like to see Ava return, and maybe, you know, like, more like, and especially because Kingdom Hearts 3 kind of brought this up, the black box. Like, well, like, man, what, like, who knows what's in it? We still don't know. Like, when are we gonna find out? Like, let us learn more about it. Like, learn more about what is inside that black box. Like, I want to see, like, who knows when we're gonna see it? Maybe like Kingdom Hearts 6, who knows? But like, yeah, I would like to see, like, and heck, maybe even more, well, as we were bringing up, ties to, like, oh, and one other thing, and this is gonna be something I'm gonna discuss on my channel, and there's a theory. What exactly were Sora's last words before disappearing? Right, like that, the ending scene where he and Kairi were after he saved Kairi, they were sitting in the Papa Fruit tree. What were his final words? the last words he said before he faded away. Like that is like, I mean, I would like to see, like, especially in the opening, like tying up the events that led up to Sora ending up in Quadratum and in the world of fiction. I would like to see, I mean, because it catches people up with the story. Like they did it with Kingdom Hearts 2, they caught up with Kingdom Hearts 1 and Chain of Memories events going into 2. And 3 showed us everything that happened from Birth by Sleep up until now, although 3 and all that. I would like to see that in the opening of Kingdom Hearts 4. Like after Sora, like following Sora leaving to Kairi to go save Kairi, I would like to know what exactly were his last words before fading away, before he lost himself. But yeah, I would say that's my personal story thing. I would like, those are like my story things I'd like to see within Kingdom Hearts 4.
Like how cool would that be if like the first thing you hear in Kingdom Hearts 4 is what he says to her, like, but like, oh, it's so weird. Like,
disappears.
Yeah, like, okay, he phases out or whatever. It's like you can basically start Kingdom Hearts 4 right where the ending of 3 left off or whatever, when he fades away. But like the screen's completely black. And then you hear, like, you just see the words on the screen and like him saying it, like whatever he says, and then he wakes up.
Oh man, can't wait to see the new opening and all that. Cool. Like so many new things I can't wait to see. Like what the next opening song is gonna be, the next copyrighted opening song. After all, like the next song we're gonna have to mute on stream, like Simple and Clean.
Right. It pains me to like to have to skip through
yeah,
it pains me to have to skip through the 0.2.
Yeah, totally, definitely. Yeah, because me, I just mute the audio. I just mute the stream audio. I let it play and just mute it, because it's better than nothing. Because I hate either skipping the cutscene or cutting it out. So I just mute the audio. Like, even if I was just recording it, I'd edit it. I'd like mute it in editing. So that's what I do. Can't wait to see hear what the next song is going to be. And like, and this is my take. Will they or will they not use a dearly beloved Kingdom Hearts 4 have its own dearly beloved? I mean, I would think, because after all, that's like iconic. Like, that's like the iconic music for the opening, for the title screen. Like, I can't wait to.
I think it will.
Yeah, that's
like, because
with the way that they're bringing this game, that they're hyping that this game is coming up, they're going to have to have a
yeah, because
how epic that's going to sound,
especially
I can't
with Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts, like the best dearly beloveds for me, like, Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Missing Link. Those are the 3 dearly beloveds, the best 3 dearly beloveds, in my opinion. That was the one that was in that was in Smash, right? That's what the swing version was in Smash, right?
So good. So good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's an honorable mention for me too. Like, I love the bop feel of that dearly beloved.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but man, can't wait to hear that and the new opening song for Kingdom Hearts 4. But man, I don't see Kingdom Hearts, like those 3 that I mentioned, I don't see them getting topped. Like, what could beat those dearly beloveds? Kingdom Hearts 3 is like fit for the ending of the Dark Seeker saga, and Missing Link's melody of Missing Link's dearly beloved like, man, like I can't stop listening to it. And in fact, I don't know if you saw my short that I did. I'm sure you saw my Kingdom Hearts Christmas short that I made, where I used the Missing Link Dearly Beloved. Yeah, that, like, I almost feel like it beats the Kingdom Hearts 3 Dearly Beloved. Like, if I'm to rank them, Kingdom Hearts, like, from 1 to 3, Missing Link, Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 2. That's how I would rank those Dearly Beloved specifically. But yeah, I'd say that's time. Like, man, we've been here. We've been here for quite a good few hours. Like, how did that feel? Man, that I really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Time flew by, honestly.
I feel like
good.
a nerd.
I do feel like it. But, so I don't really get to like, the only other people that, like, I usually, well, I've been trying to get my friends, like, a couple of really nice friends, like, into Kingdom Hearts. Like, I bought them the games and everything, and like they kind of put them on their backlogs or whatever. So I don't really have a lot of people who talk about, like, Kingdom Hearts kind of stuff too. So it's always great to kind of meet up with, like, a group or like a community or something. That was one thing with Union Cross, like, being able to be in a group with people or like in a party with people that just love Kingdom Hearts the same way that I do.
Yeah.
Or like love that. So it's really great to kind of, it reminds me of the Union Cross days, just being able to
Yeah,
talk and
definitely.
kind of like bounce the ideas
Yeah,
off of each other.
and like I mentioned before, when Missing Link comes out, all four of us need to get together to fight some Heartless. We gotta start planning for us four to get together in person to go out and fight Heartless and collect gems, do all that fun stuff when Missing Link comes out. Yeah, I can hardly wait for that.
Yep, when the game comes out on February 16th.
On February 16th, you heard it here first, everybody. February 16th.
Yeah, prepare your clown makeup.
We are, like, as the date gets closer, we will all don our clown armor and prepare our clown makeup.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
The pauldron or whatever on our sides.
But yeah, and
our clown armor.
man, we definitely. I feel like we definitely. Well, especially with the channel, as a reminder for everyone, subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Keys of Destiny. Hang on. Let me see. There we go. Oh, yep. There's the links to everything right there. You're most like, okay, more so people on Twitch are gonna see this, but I will provide the links to the Kingdom Hearts, the Keys of Destiny channel. We'll be on YouTube and Twitch. So next time, I really think we should do this more often. Like, even if it's every few months or whatever. Like, or if some of us can make it. Like I really enjoyed this. It feels great, all us coming together, like our own Kingdom Hearts YouTube group. Coming together, like, do more podcasts and maybe even some gameplay challenges. Like Starlux, you told me something like something about Missing Link when it comes out. Obviously, us getting together, but like when we were together one time, what was it you said? Yes, definitely.
Yeah, we could all save up. We could all save up a bunch of jewels and do a massive pulling stream one day.
Oh gosh, the pole battles.
The pole battles. Get jealous of the new Sora statue.
Oh boy.
As long as there's no what were they called? Were they called traits or whatever? As long as there's no like extra.
Yeah, definitely,
60,
totally. Yeah, that so many possibilities. Like, yeah, I'll definitely be keeping in touch with you guys. If any, for any news, if any ever Kingdom Hearts news drops, like any updates, news for anyone, like. And it doesn't have to be all four of us, because yeah, we all got stuff. I'm in college, like, and all that stuff. Whenever we're all available, like I'm willing to come back together. But next time, this will be on the Keys of Destiny channel, on our own Twitch and YouTube channels. Man, and as a sense, it could even help our channels grow in the sense, both the Keys of Destiny YouTube channel and our individual channels to grow in viewership. Like, I think it's a great way to expand the viewership. Yeah. All right then. Yeah, so to close out, we shall I'd say let's give everyone like social or channel information and whatnot, from like lead everyone to our channels, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so all right, so I may as well go first. So yeah, you can check me out, GamerNateX, here on Twitch, Spirit GamerNateX on Twitch. I am hoping to change it to just GamerNateX, maybe with an underscore at the end, so it's just GamerNateX. But yeah, you can check me out here on Twitch. I stream here. This is my primary streaming platform, and you can check me out on YouTube as well. I will do occasional multi-streams here on Twitch and YouTube. Mostly online games for multi-streaming, but of course I'll play Kingdom Hearts. In fact, I might actually catch up with Kingdom Hearts tonight after this stream, later tonight after the stream, after the podcast, because I gotta get back to Kingdom Hearts 1, as well as Persona 5 Royal, hopefully Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Tears of the Kingdom, and Sonic Frontiers. Like, let me tell you, I got it on PC. I cannot wait to play it. Like the graphics and the frame rate was so smooth. I cannot wait to play it. So yeah, you can check me out here on Twitch and YouTube, as well as on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok, and my Facebook gaming page. Like, I have links to all that. I will put right now, as everyone else is doing their outro. So I guess we'll go clockwise. So Caleb, you first.
All right. So yeah, like my YouTube channel, that's really like the big thing that I focus on right now. I do have other socials, but yeah, I don't know. So it's Caleb. I'm looking at it right now. I'm going pretty strong. I'm on a Dream Drop kind of binge as of late. That's gonna end soon because ending that game off. But yeah, I have a couple of other games in the works, like doing streams wise. One of them is Undertale. I have to finish that, and then after that I have to move on to Shovel Knight.
Believe.
And then after that I think I go into Persona. So it's gonna be a crazy one, and then I don't know what other games are coming out in between, but I do a lot of kind of variety type of stuff, but there are some times where it kind of gets into like a Kingdom Hearts mood. You'll see a lot more Kingdom Hearts videos.
Socials, anything like that, and like socials,
that's
like
me. I also do Pokemon kind of stuff. You'll see me, yeah. Socials, I think Instagram, it's Caleb.Caleb.
Yeah.
You can check that.
But yeah, Khalid playing Persona 5 Royal. Let's go! I can't wait for that. Yeah, I'm hyped for that. All right, Aethel.
Let's go.
Eventually, I gotta get there. Yeah.
Alrighty, so if you guys liked hearing like my little thoughts and all my input on this, you guys are more than welcome to check out my YouTube channel as well. My YouTube isn't really structured all that much around anything. It's just a bunch of like art stuff that I do a lot. You can just subscribe to my channel. At the moment I'm trying my hardest to get the next episode out in a Minecraft series I've been doing, which has been taking way too long. But you can also check out my channel for like any music stuff, any just creative writing stuff. I have a lot of plans upcoming for my channel that I haven't been able to finish this year, including I'm including a mod release that I'm working on. There is a story that I have been working on for the longest time that I hope to share onto YouTube. And yeah, YouTube is just primarily my thing. So if you're more interested in that, I'm also considering doing some more like talking videos as well. So definitely, if you guys are interested in that, if it sounds like something you're interested in, go give my channel a view and just let me know what you guys think. Socials, I mean, most of it is on my YouTube, but I mean, you can also follow my Instagram as well if you just want to see all the
Twitch
stuff as well. That is just _Athel. It is the same as it is typed out on Nate's title. That's primarily where I'm active on as well. You can Twitch. I am getting back onto as well. It's the same name. Twitch,
all right then. And Starlux,
it all has the same name. If you want to see all the crazy wacky stuff that I'm up to, hopefully I'll be able to share it more.
Oh, more.
I'm just gonna say follow these 3 guys because they actually post content.
I mean, let's just say you do occasional, your casual occasional stuff. You can just put it that way. From time to time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but either way, like whenever you do go live or put up content, like yeah, do still check out, subscribe, check out this guy like whenever he does go live, because man, like yeah, because after all, the whole idea is to support the channels, to support our individual channels and the Keys of Destiny channel. So because we're a team now, like we are united. Our destinies have become intertwined. We have become a part of each other's lives, no matter what. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's podcast. Again, one last reminder for everyone. Check out go and subscribe to the Keys of Destiny YouTube channel. I will be working on a trailer video for that at some point. Like it'll be uploaded at a later time. And the Twitch channel for any future Keys of Destiny podcasts and collabs, challenges, let's plays, all that good stuff will be on that channel. And I hope you all enjoyed the podcast. And until then, this is the Keys of Destiny signing off. I hope you all have a good day. Take care. God bless you all. And may your heart be your guiding key. Yeah. And bye. And hold on. Let the stream close out before we
Bye guys.
Wait a few seconds.